Everything just seemed to be in order. Oh, I'm so hyped. Oh, Pig and BeastyQT are in my party, and I'm gonna be a referee. Another power trip for me. We're gonna go ahead and join the lobby chat. So... Alright. Maybe I shouldn't really read out what the players are saying out loud. We'll tolerate at the start of a game if you're okay with that, Beastie. Oh, okay, I get it. Pig is sissy. No, it's okay. And Pig's not a sissy. He's fine. Some people just want to know. I am ready. Alright. BeastyQT ready? Question mark? Ooh. I called him by his nickname, which is just BeastyQT. I wonder if he's gonna notice, and if he does, will he just kind of skim over it? Ooh, I don't know. Oh, I pushed it too much. Oh, he hates me. Oh no. Oh, should I say sorry? No. Ah, there we go. Ready. All right, it is gonna be red versus light pink. So I guess that's the world we live in. Who you would have judged? It's Pink versus BeastyQT, guys. Come on. How can you even begin to not like this? Let's go ahead, get a little bit of our scene-switching magic dust, which we keep in our left pocket. As we get... Oh, shoot, there's actually some lint in there. Oh, no. Oh, life is horrible. Oh, all over the monitor. Ugh. Alright, we're good, folks. Alright, let's jump into it, folks. Are you hyped? I'm hyped. Let's get ready to rumble. In the top right-hand corner of Sequencer, spawning as the light pink Terran player, representing himself, as he is currently teamless, but still a very, 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 very powerful opponent. Folks, give a warm welcome for BeastyQT. And the camera is locked. Great start to this. 100% best caster NA. And in the bottom left-hand corner, spawning as our red Zerg player in already very interesting fashion, representing our red Zerg player, folks, give it up for Pig. Playing for Exile 5. Let the games begin, as they would say. Pig is going to go ahead and be spawning as a Zerg player. Meanwhile, BeastyQT is a Terran. If I am not mistaken, both these players are playing as their main race. So I think that's a very good way to start this series. You generally really get to see, like, you know, when both players are at their really peak, like what exactly they're capable of. Something interesting to note here. BeastyQT doesn't even need any APM. Look at that. Didn't even need any for like 10 seconds there. Just give this. That's what you call the good old head start. So BeastyQT showing some very good sportsmanship in that regards. Now, I'm so excited. I can't even contain myself, folks. Let's see what Pig is doing. Going for that hatchery into a gas, into a pool. Playing it fairly standard. This build is good in around 95% of all cases. The other cases are 13-12, Proxy 2, Gate, and Proxy Marines. But we don't talk about those, folks, because they do not exist. And as long as we say that it does not exist, it will never exist. So please, do us a favor. Don't talk about those builds. Now, BeastyQT is going to go ahead and take his command center on the low ground, because he's playing with a little bit of danger here. No danger at all, actually. That is completely normal. And throwing down a factory is BeastyQT, going for the good old-fashioned Destiny Cloud Fist Strike build. A time-honored tradition of getting all your tech all at once. Now, what is that going to be for is a little bit up to debate. Is BeastyQT going to scout out this Overlord? He technically does see it. And yes, okay, he does see it. He does turn on back, so he is paying attention. Pig knows it's a ZVT, and BeastyQT knows it's a TVZ. Wow, so many consonants there, I can't even keep up. Now, I'm very happy, folks. And why am I happy? Because TVZ is one of my most favorite matchups in the whole universe of everything. It's just such an iconic matchup in StarCraft 2, you know? You really get to see both players, like, constantly struggle, right? It's not like what both players build up an army and then, like, you know, smash it into them, you know, close their eyes, hope they come out on top, pick straws and to see who wins. No. It's back and forth. It's super engaging 100% of the time, and I am so happy that this is how we get to start off the series. I was actually pretty concerned that we wouldn't be able to get a TVZ at all. So this is definitely a good start to things. Pig is going to go ahead and move across the map with a couple of Zerglings. He is going to go ahead and scout out the factory and the starport, so immediately he knows that it is indeed a 1-1-1 build. BeastyQT not going for the more popular 2-1-1 build against Zerg right now. We have been seeing a little bit of a resurgence in the Destiny Cloudfist Strike build as Hellions Banshees can just be so good, especially if the map does permit for it. And Sequencer, honestly, is a very permitting map. I mean, if the Zerg takes a base over here, which they're never gonna do in the Eternity, then it's probably alright. But if they take it over here, there's so much surface area for the Hellions to go ahead and scoot around. Which also means Pig is gonna have a better time spreading his creep. So, it's really this fine balance of having just enough surface area to spread your creep and the Hellions not be able to just camp right here and deny it forever, and being able to have it not so exposed. This is US West. Ooh, no! Oh, that's okay, it's fine. That's fine. Ah. Oh no, only a referee can unpause the game. Oh, all sorts of duties come with being a referee that I wasn't quite prepared for, folks. Might have to make party before hosting game. Are we on US West? We are in fact US West. Should we remake? They want to remake. Oh. No, this isn't very good. In case you can't tell, folks, this isn't a very good thing that's happening. So, I'm gonna take my face off the camera to hide my shame just a little bit better. Can we continue from replay on Central, or full remake is needed? Okay. I think we can continue from rep on Central. KK.
Game resumed.
Oh wait, they're trying to remake from replay, right? Yeah? Alright, they're both out of the game. Alright folks, sorry about that little bit of delay. We're playing on US West, so we're gonna go ahead, go to our language and region, give myself a little bit of punishment, and go to the Central United States server. Except Pig left the party. He wants to go ahead and be party champion, so we're gonna go ahead and let him do that. Pig says you need to leave party, need to refresh party. Okay, make sure you're set to Central, then remake party. Okay, set to Central. Oh, fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. So sorry. We'll try to get this back up and running as quickly as possible. Alright. I probably should have done this a little. I probably should have researched how to do this a little bit beforehand, but hey. We're learning as we go along, folks. It's a learning rainbow over here. Alright, let's hope I know how to remake from replay. Here. You gotta see me in all my stupidity as I try to do this. Alright, so I guess we go to replays. And we scroll up a little bit. Shoot. Hang on, let me just look up how to do this. Hang on. How to remake a game from replay. Okay. So you watch with others, you go in the lobby, and then it's just in the AI. Right? Okay. Ooh. Okay. I've never done this before, folks. Alright. I'm letting them down. I'm letting everybody down. That's alright, folks. That's alright. We're gonna go ahead, pull up the observer interface, and we are going to go to where the very last spot is. Not resume. This way. Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. Oh no! Okay, things are going alright. I would not say they're going spectacularly. More. We'll just recover game. There we go. Recover game. Recover game. Alright. You select the time in recover replay. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Map info, join chat, bookmark, copy link. Okay. Fingers crossed. Oh, player paused, player left, end of replay. We'll go with the player paused and start there. Oh my god. I bet like every caster who at least knows what they're doing just collectively turned in their grave as I tried to watch it solo. Oh well. We're fine. We're recovering. We're good. We're getting there. We're excited. We're still in the moment. Oh goodness. I don't even want to look at chat because I know. Yeah, I know. Alright, it's fine. We're good. Guys, it's fine. Look, it says recovering right there. That doesn't mean it's not recovering, that just means it's recovering. We're all good, folks. It's all fine. Oh my goodness. Whew. Alright, here we are. This is US West. Okay. Check our server. Central US. Okay. Ready? Alright. Me too. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's my job, you bastard! Okay, fine. Anyways, the Hellion creep spread scenario was really interesting. Gotta make sure you don't have too much surface area, otherwise the Hellions can just run on by any queen and any attempted blockage and just roast up an entire mineral line. And that is some pretty smooth recovery, if I do say so myself. Now, 4 Hellions are out on the field. Now it's 6. The key factor here is there an army on the way? And yes, there is an army. Has been finished constructing. So it is going to be a Hellbat timing attack, followed by a Cloak Banshee. So BeastyQT is going to start this game with a no-nonsense. Let's try to kill the shit out of this piggy sort of build. He's going to go ahead and drop his Hellions. Is he going to go straight to the main base? And it looks as though, ooh, he was trying to sneak his way on over to this location right here. Unfortunately, Pig did Thanks, Diva. Thankfully, Pig did have the creep spread out enough. He was able to scout it, so this isn't going to probably do too much damage. Meanwhile, at the front, there are a couple of Hellions over here trying to multi-prong Pig. Let's see how it deals with the folks. Though the front attack did get repelled, and over here, Lings are going to go ahead and try and chase these Hellions on down, but I don't think they have the numbers just quite yet. They do have good positioning, though, so BeastyQT are going to go ahead and lose a Hellion. Total units lost. I'm going to go ahead and see 9 Lings in exchange for a Hellion, a Reaper, and an SCV, which is an alright trade for nobody. So we're going to go ahead and say this game is pretty even so far. However, the Hellions are here and they are ready to rumble as the Hellions are doing some pretty massive damage. There aren't really that many defenses. Pig caught with his Lings down. What is he doing? What is this in production for it? Pig right now. Take a look at the unit stab only. Absolutely nothing. 0 Zerglings at all. Oh wait, what happened to the attack though? Oh, did he get rebuffed? Oh, he lost all 4 of the Hellbats and the Medevac. I think he tried to load on up there. So Pig, a little bit of a miscontrol, or BeastyQT rather. 4 Hellbats and a Medevac don't just die on their own. So a little bit of an unfortunate mistake here from our friend BeastyQT, and is forced to back on off for the time being. Loses the last Hellbat, and Pig has not lost a single drone more than 8. Not a single drone more than 8, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Psionic, Captain Match, Jedi, Zealot for cheering. 30 really does support the scene. Banshee gonna go ahead and try and cancel that hatchery, which it did do a pretty spectacular job of, but I don't know, folks. Things are looking pretty sketchy for the time being. 7 drones, of course, isn't really bad damage, but, you know, you got... I mean, look at all this. You had 8 Hellions. Well, Hellions and Hellbats are the same thing, right? I'm racist, whatever. And a Medevac and a Reaper just for 7 drones. I'm pretty sure Pig is pretty content with his defense thus far. Now this Banshee is going to go ahead and start to do a little bit more damage, trying to take down these queens. However, I think the numbers aren't very kind to them. And oh, is it the 4th of July already? I smell a barbecue, ladies and gentlemen. And now, 19 workers have gone down this gasless style from Pig, not working out as well as he would have liked it to. Oh no, Pig, not able to catch those Hellions in time. The Queen Heavy style just wasn't able to keep catching on up. And now BeastyQT has found himself in a significant advantage. And oh my god, you are my favorite player, BeastyQT. Never change. He is going to make it work, ladies and gentlemen. What a guy, folks. What a guy. Now, here's the thing. Can Pig scout it out already? He does see that there is continuous Hellion projection as well as Banshees. Thank you for following DeathCraft30. Hopefully we can supply you with some good-ass content, which we probably will. Roachborn is on the way for our friend Pigs, and, you can't mine from there, silly little drones. There we go. Gonna go ahead and mine the gas like they were built to do. and he is going to go ahead and get that clear reconstitution. So I think Pig has pretty much recognized what is going on. He does see the Hellbats, he does see the missile turrets, and he does see the siege tanks. So I'm pretty certain that he's going to go ahead and start switching into a Roach Hydra type of composition. There we go, already seeing the Hydra this then is on the way. Hellions are going to go ahead and move on here, try and do some damage, but I think Pig is going to start to get better and better at defending against this, only losing a couple of more drones in that attack, in the chains for a handful of Hellions. So good pace here from our friend BeastyQT, good defense here from our friend Pig, and oh, Thor is here, says the Thor, as it goes ahead and takes the shit out of that Overlord. Actually, no, it does the exact opposite. It takes its own and like shoves it up there. If you're a fan of imagery, there you go. Now he is going to go ahead and play a mech style on Sequencer. I don't know, is Sequencer a good mech map? Let's take a look at the bases. I mean, they're all pretty much spread out. There's a lot of low yield expansions, which I'm not sure if it's better for the Terran or the Zerg, because think about it, Zerg really needs to remax against Terrans, so having not many high yield expansions, or you know what, not even having normal bases in this instance is going to be definitely a burden on our friend Pig, as he's not going to be able to remax as steadily as he would. However, BeastyQT, it's very hard for a mech army to go ahead and max out, so he's going to have to really go ahead and showcase his efficiency if he wants to win this game, which is definitely what mech is designed to do. But at times, against the right players, against Vipers, it can definitely be hard. One bad engagement of BeastyQT is going to get smacked the hell down, that's for sure. Meanwhile, a couple more Hellion run-bys on into the natural and main bases of Pig. Man, BeastyQT, you are just everywhere. Oh my gosh, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husband's wife, hide your x-rays, because he can see right through your defenses. Pig losing even more workers in that attack, 17 more going down. It just occurred to me that I should have made this on the game hard version of this map. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, folks, is the story of StarCraft. And we'll just stick on with what we're doing. BeastyQT going for a more traditional style of mech. We have been seeing more and more players trying to make Hellbat Cyclone work, but honestly, I just don't think it's as good. Really, you need those siege tanks. They are the backbone of any mech army. The Thors, I think, are a really nice inclusion in this army as well. Starting to get Vikings, which is going to give him air control fairly early. And that's going to be a big problem for Pig coming into the later stages of this match, you know. One of the most useful tools that Zerg has in dealing with mech are indeed Vipers, not Hydras and Roaches. Like, trust me, these guys are alright, but Vipers just are amazing versus mech. And if you can't have any of them versus mech, well, then you just kind of sit and pout and throw out your whole army 50 times and maybe kill a siege tank. So, Pig in a definitely rough position over here, but he's not out just yet. 81 and 71 total workers. He's getting his economy up and running. He is spread very thin at this moment, so Hellion Roam-by should definitely be what is on BeastyQT's mind at the moment. Right now, it seems as though he just wants to go ahead and take his expansions, content to just macro on up, which is very respectable. Getting his sensor towers, getting a heightened siege tank count, and look at this. BeastyQT trying to flex out on the map. I always get a little bit scared whenever I see mech players move out on this map, because if this army dies, that's it. You're done for. And look at this, clumping up siege tanks too. I think he's trying to hit a timing just before Hive. And here we go. Oh, BeastyQT actually moving on in on siege, but looks as though no, Pig won't be able to engage on into that. There are so many Vikings. Even if he wanted to get Vipers here, he couldn't even begin to dream of hoping of ending a Bandican. One sultry Viper, boy. You better eat up, because you have a big ass job to do. And so the Hydras are trying to move on in, but the Hellbats are buffering for the siege tank splendidly. BeastyQT is not looking to drag this game on any longer. There are Vipers, but there are no Corruptors in this army. BeastyQT hitting a perfect mech timing, one of the most hardest timings to go ahead and hit. And it looks as though Pig is now getting his Vikings. Oh, they're targeting down the Vipers. He can't get Benningtons in any of the tanks, and even if he could, look at this siege line. Beautiful spread from our friend BeastyQT. How are you supposed to break this as Pig? I mean, I don't know, just send in your Hydra, send in your Vipers, and pray that David Kim did his job. Because honestly, folks, 180 supplied to 191. It ain't looking too great. Branding costs have gone on down. They are all right. And it looks as though Pig has a good concave. We'll be able to bust on through. There's still a lot of siege tanks, but there's nothing to buffer for them now. Now the Vikings are landing in order to take over that role. A splendid move from our friend BeastyQT. Oh my goodness, that one's just for you. You can think I was clapping and I won't say anything else about it, and look at that. Look at that. Look at that! That's amazing! Oh, it's incredible! Oh, the death is everywhere! And the drones had forced to run for their lives. 57 total workers have been killed this game. Pig is down. 78 to 94 total army supply in BeastyQT. I never thought I'd see a mech parade pushing across the map. And I'm still right, because he's just routing over here because he's a smart person. But it looks as though BeastyQT may just have enough to bust through Pig. Pig is taking devastating damage from the siege tank. Their salvos are indeed unforgiving. And it looks as though there's not really too much to buffer for these siege tanks. No Hellbats, no landed Vikings. He did lose all of that in trying to counterattack, which was definitely a very good move, I would like to say. I don't want to fault BeastyQT for go ahead and trying it, but he did have to sacrifice a decent number of his siege tanks over there. However, I'm pretty certain it was all in the best interest. These two tanks forming the Terran Centipede, which I don't want to think about ever again in the history of StarCraft. Now, BeastyQT switching already into the Ravens, Corvid Reactor on the way, Codkiss Reactor, and the Shrapnel thing. These are two Raven upgrades that kind of do things for the Raven. I don't know exactly what they're called. I'm sorry, I don't make Ravens. Like, it's kind of hard when you're a Protoss player. I heard it's not the easiest thing to make as a Protoss player. But it's definitely going to have his Ravens start with more starting energy, and they're going to do more damage with their Seeker Missiles, with their auto turrets. Or maybe it's more range. I don't know. Knowledgeable caster, NA. Now, Pig, 104 supply to 154, and this is versus mech, folks. Even versus bio, this is a horrible situation to be in. And when you have an army as efficient as BeastyQT's, you just got to think to yourself as Pig, how is he going to win this game? He has one, two... He has barely any mining bases. He has a decent amount of workers. No, he doesn't. No, he absolutely does not. 100% liar face, Mr. 789. He has 44 workers at 72. I think Pig, honestly, he knows the writing is on the wall. He just doesn't want to go ahead and wrap himself in a blanket to the fat lady sings on home. Yeah, there was a lot of literary references there that we're just going to go ahead and skim on by. No, those are proverbs. Speaking of proverbs, what is the best proverb for losing 94 workers in one game? I don't know. Something bourgeoisie. Now, Pig. Oh my goodness, man. What are you going to do? 50 to 70 total workers, 50 to 83 total army supply, 33 APM to 100. Well, that doesn't really mean anything. But look at this production tab. Thor's, Planet, PF's, Ravens, building, or +3 is on the way. Or +2/+3, I suppose. I guess it's getting more Vipers, more drones. Yeah, I mean, you know, gotta mine, gotta do stuff versus that army. What is there to say, ladies and gentlemen, other than I am so sorry, Pig. Oh, I'm not even a Zerg player, and I feel his pain, folks. Have you ever been just dropped into oblivion? Like, have you ever been facing a Terran player, you just got, like, shit stomped into oblivion because medevacs are good units? BeastyQT is basically doing the same to Pig, except with Hellions. It's not looking good. He has one healthily mining base here, another kind of healthily mining base here, so he's on 2 bases versus the 1, 2, 3, and 3.5, and I don't know, it's just a lost cause for this moment for Pig. And now, I think this final mech push of BeastyQT is going to go ahead and seal the dealio. He is up on upgrades. He is up on army supply. He is up in workers. He is up in bases. And I think Pig may be tapping out any second now. BeastyQT showing that mech is indeed still viable. And showing that Avalo dares not deserve the title of mech god. Not in a million years, and not now. BeastyQT, he is marching on forward. The creep cannot be defended. The vision is getting lost for Pig. Trying to abduct what he can, getting a decent amount of Ravens, but oh, look at that. PDDs and Secret Missile having gone in. Pig just dancing around, trying to do what he can. These Hellbats alone could take out these Hydras, let alone this amount of siege tank support. 15 siege tanks, explosions for days. BeastyQT's like, oh no, a Viking. Does a good old trick to get that parasitic bomb off and away from his Viking. Just showing off at this point, I think is what he is doing. Scan coming on down. I think that's more out of instinct than anything, as the Ravens, word on the street is they're detectors. I guess he's just looking for the army, which I guess is a fair statement. This is Pig, that's your army. It is a handful of Hydras, a couple of drones, some Vipers. I don't know. I'm not really sure what this kills. I know what it doesn't kill though, and it does not kill this army. Ravens are actually going to move on forward, and actually a couple of high energy Ravens going to go and get lost there. BeastyQT so patient with his push, knowing he could just like F2A move into this in all honesty, but really does not want to lose the game to anything silly. And look how quickly these debris die. Oh! They're like immortals except splash damage. That is what C-Checks are. Now BeastyQT has to be careful. BDD is going to get thrown on down. And Pig trying to catch BeastyQT out of position, but all of this, folks, all of that does not beat that. I don't know how new you are to StarCraft, but it just does not. Now, BeastyQT actually going to multi-prong against Pig as Mech. Oh my gosh, Mech got 100,000% of the way. Spore's going to take out a couple of Ravens here, but that's the point. BeastyQT going to have a couple of his C-Shanked objectives. Happy that he can get into range of these Hydralisks. 190 supplied to 87. Pig, man, I think you rolled up. GG is called, and BeastyQT will indeed go up 1-0 in the best of 9, ladies and gentlemen. I think. There we go. GG, and BeastyQT wins game number 1. And now, as an added caveat, I know how to resume from replays, so everyone learned something. Scorpling is now hosting the stream with 13 viewers. Mwah, 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 mwah. Ah! Thank you so much, Scorpling. Really do appreciate the attention. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the graphs. We can't? Okay. Never mind. Pig says, your map pick BRB 1 second. He's gonna go ahead and go on Abyssal. And I know Pig did say 1 second. But boy, StarCraft waits for no man or time. Something like that. I don't know. We're gonna create with mod WCS Gameheart. This Gameheart. There we are. We're gonna go ahead and create that game, and whenever the players are ready, it's fine. Let's make sure, and obligatory, make sure the stream has not gone to hell. How often do you do tournaments like this? Says our friend VictorNeed2560. We try to do it at least, okay, so we've done, I think, 4 games like this so far. We try to do them as often as possible, but, what really helps us are donations. We recently got a really generous donation of around $23 from Daunted232, and that has helped us put together more of these. So I'd say we can do this with a frequency of about once every 2 weeks, maybe once every 3 weeks. The rest we have, the rest of the schedule looks like clan wars between opponents, maybe some Chobo Team League. It's honestly a lot of fun, a lot of the time. Plan to do many more in the future. We're trying to do once a week / 2 weeks. Yeah, they got you. I sure do love some SC broke toss. Yes, we all love SC. Why is Boink up? It's an app on my thing, don't worry. You don't need to know what Boink is, ladies and gentlemen. It's 100% safe for work, I swear. Just, you don't need to know what Boink is. Yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and we have a pretty... I'm running a Pig making a video on dealing with Swarmhouse SC. Oh yeah, Swarmhouse we're missing. Oh, you're right, 100% and 1.5 million of it. Swarmhouse would have been amazing that match. I think a carrier has arrived. Thank you for following VictorNeed2560. I'm all out of kisses to give, so mwah, I guess that's it. Yeah, just the tip. Alright. Thank you for the follow, VictorNeed2560. Looks like, though, we're almost ready to move on to the next map. I have to ask everyone, go. Because though we are. And BeastyQT says go. Alright folks, game number 2 will be on Abyssal Reef. We did remember to put the Gameheart version on here, so I don't have to like press Control R after every Hellion run by and like subtract that from the previous Control R and to see how many drones are killed. Now it just says it on the side of the thing. Alright, where is it? Oh, here it is. Perfect! Let's get into it, folks. Game number 2 between Pig and BeastyQT. Tell your friends, tell your wife, and oh my gosh, Pig, you're so dead. Alright, no he's not. He's probably not so dead. So spawning in the bottom right hand position of Abyssal Reef. A little bit of friendly banter. Representing our pink-ish, or we'll call him salmon. Representing our salmon Terran player, it is BeastyQT. Currently teamless, but I thought that would be for long. And his opponent spawning in the top left-hand position. Representing our red Terran player, folks. Give it up for XL5's very own Pig. Alrighty, so main race that he's played professionally and beaten Amshar with in like $3,000 versus Pig as Terran. So, it's not a lost cause. You know, definitely Pig has had some great results in the past as well. I'm not discounting him at all. I'm just saying it's not his main race. So maybe we're going to have a little bit of a sketchy opener coming out for our friend Pig. What is it? It looks as though Pig is going to go for 2 gases, while BeastyQT is going to do the similar. So both players want to go ahead and start off early with a little bit of aggression. Nobody wants to take an early expansion and die to something stupid like 10 Rex, Reaper, Cyclone, Banshee, Mumbo, Jumbo, Goliath, Online, bullshit. That's not what anybody wants to happen, right? So both players giving each other a little bit of respect, probably going to open it a little bit safely. And in TVT, there's generally a very interesting dichotomy present, right? You have one player who in the early stages of the game, they're trying to expand, they get their CC faster, and the other player is a person who's trying to lather on the aggression. They go for the Cyclone pushes with Reapers, they go for the Banshees, and they go for the Throat. So we're going to have to see if indeed we are going to have that dichotomy, or instead it's just 2 players trying to play a good game of StarCraft, just macroing up, or both players killing each other right away. Only time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. The first mule has been dropped for both players. And let's take a look at this mule as we wait for the game to go and get on started. You know what's so cool about mules? Like, Blizzard never says they have face and an eyes, but if you look very closely, you can use your imagination, can't you, ladies and gentlemen? Look at that. That's like an eyes and looks kind of weird, and it's like it's all weird and stuff. Yep. Mules, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, BeastyQT actually gonna go ahead and go for some Hellion. So, Reaper, Hellion, Cyclone, generally a very, I would say a pretty standard composition in this TBT matchup in the early stages of this match. Really, going super tech heavy in the early stages of TBT is very, very, very much not frowned upon. Get your Hellions, get your Cyclones, get your Reapers, get your Banshees, and get on the other side of the map. Now, Pig is indeed going to go for that second Reaper, while our friend BeastyQT goes for the same. And Pig, actually, not going for that Hellions, as you can see, going to go straight for a Cyclone. So, it has to be a little bit careful until that Cyclone comes out, because if these Hellions can catch these Reapers, which they never will, because there they are, then Pig could be in a big spot of trouble. Now, Cyclone does end up popping out at the most opportune moment, and this Cyclone can definitely deal enough damage to these units to dissuade them from doing any sort of shenanigans. And these Reapers, oh, they can't catch the Hellion because the Hellion is faster. And some very, very, very interesting map positioning coming for both players. BeastyQT splitting off his Hellion and Cyclone at home to defend. Meanwhile, 2 Reapers are going to jump into the main base. A beautiful multi-prong attack, and there's nothing here to defend for our friend Pig. And meanwhile, what is he going to do? Is he going to push? Yes, he's going to go ahead and send up 1 Cyclone, try to get into the main base, but no. Already going to go and get targeted on down. Pig, you're not paying attention. Oh my gosh, those Reapers, where are they? Did they go ahead and die? I think they got surrounded. Take a look at the units lost. Yes, though the 2 Reapers did indeed die. I think, was it these Hellion? No, the Reapers didn't do it. They both have 0 kills each. So, actually, a revolt of the workers, something Soviet Russia, and the Reapers are gone just like that. So, a little bit of a miscontrol for our friend BeastyQT. I think he definitely could have done more. You know, there was barely a Cyclone production. The Raven was miles away, and it's not like a Raven will ever kill a Reaper in a good amount of time anyways. I think Pig very much dodged a bullet there, and very much got assessed around with the KDA charge, and now BeastyQT finds himself in a little bit of an awkward position. He still has that Hellion to rebuff the Reapers of Pig, but he kind of lost that mobility. Right now he has to rely on pure positioning, very much not forgiving. Oh, don't. No, it's okay. This SCP has its feelings hurt so bad right now, you can't even begin to know. Now, BeastyQT repaying the favor by taking out a Cyclone of our friend Pig. And it says that both players' second expansion have gone on up. BeastyQT rocking a 4 worker advantage. Definitely not bad in the earlier stages of TBT. And actually, ooh, nice auto turret harass coming out from our friend Pig. Going for that Raven production now is our friend BeastyQT. Take a look at the units tab. It is 2 Vikings and 1 Raven to 2 Ravens. And I have to say, I kind of favor the 2 Vikings over here. I think that's very much counters what BeastyQT is going for. Those Vikings are definitely going to be able to look at the Ravens, look at their missiles, and laugh all the way home. As... ooh, sorry. Ooh, okay. Note to self, breakfast burrito needs to be more thoroughly digested before casting semi-pro matches. It's a fun show match, though. So this 2 Raven push should get shut down. That's what these Vikings from Pig are indeed made to do. Should be able to very, very easily take down the Ravens unless they're not in position, which they were not. And now a lot of things are dying. BeastyQT with those 2 with the auto turret advantage is going to go ahead and move into the natural base and take out 9 workers. Can a brother get an 11? Probably a brother can get an 11 workers killed. No, just gonna go and stick at 10. Cyclone's actually killing something in the air, I swear I'm not joking. and they have been able to trade out pretty well. Gonna even pick off a Viking. Beautiful control from BeastyQT. And Pig, I am sorry, but it's not looking good for you. Let's take a look. 13 workers killed. You lost your Vikings, and look at that. BeastyQT didn't even lose a Raven. Pig obviously showing a little bit of weaknesses in the early game TVT. Those 2 Vikings could have been so amazing. Unfortunately, they were just too much out of position and too unable to get any work done. 4 more workers going on down. Auto turrets just absolutely brutalizing the middle lines. Pig will end up Pig will end up picking off 1 Raven as kind of a tax for taking out 5 ACVs. But I think BeastyQT is overall very satisfied with how this game is turning out. He is getting his 3rd base up and running while Pig is stuck on 2. He is getting mech. Yeah, it is getting mech. Oh, BeastyQT is gonna go for a very powerful mech army. I think I'm seeing. Oh, wait. There we go. You can stop spamming in chat now. All right. BeastyQT is gonna go ahead and go for that mech style of play. I really love mech, so I'm very excited to see this, folks. Inferno Pre-Nagger is about to finish on up. There's so many cool things you can do with Blue Flame Hellions, especially versus these marine tank kind of pushes. I mean, honestly, at this point, BeastyQT should have the air, and he does. These, contrary to popular belief, those skins don't actually make the Vikings shoot better. Pig now knows that it is Hellions, and all these Hellions can move in, kill all the marines in one fell swoop, and then the tanks will just be open to the wrath of the Cyclones. So Pig, I think very wise, is going to go ahead and run away, but you know what? You can't run away from Hellions. They're gonna go and chase down this army and start to roast up these siege tanks. The Marines are landing on up, and oh my gosh, BeastyQT is gonna land the Vikings. Everything is gonna go down, plummeting in supply. Not even plummeting, just absolutely getting destroyed in the supply. It's Pig. 34 to 54 total workers, 21 to 45 total army supply, 3 bases to 2. On the pest side, he does have the Marine advantage. Look at that, 7 Marines to 0. So hey, pretty good advantage there from our friend Pig. Now, I guess I'm saying advantage in the most technical sense of the word. And looks as though BeastyQT doesn't want to push him just yet. A nice siege tank position can definitely still rebuff this Cyclone Hellion army from BeastyQT. Gonna go ahead and end the Vikings, do a little bit of damage to the CC, and run! Oh my gosh, does he have concussive shells for the Vikings? I don't think so. And looks as though this is gonna get rebuffed over here. Meanwhile, the main base. Oh, lots of death there, folks. Lots of death. I need a Tylenol. This is just a little too much. Now plummeting in workers. BeastyQT has penetrated Pig in ways that I can only ever dream of. Now this Liberator getting up 13 kills. BeastyQT has made sure that there is nothing left for our friend Pig. These units have gotten their value. GG is called. And BeastyQT is now up 2-0 in the best of 9. And he also denied Stim. I guess that's kind of a mute point for those 7 Marines, I guess. Oh, now we gotta look at the graphs. Oh, mwah, here we go. Look at those graphs. Look at that graphs, boys. Oh my goodness. Basically, the game went wrong. Everything was going fine, and then right about... This is fine. This isn't too bad. And then right about here, I would say things became a little unrecoverable. So shoulda, coulda, woulda is a story of StarCraft for our friend Pig. Gonna go down 2-0 in the best of 9 so far. Pig, however, has been able to take out WCS contenders before we know... Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. Oh, alright. Pig has been able to take out folks by the name of Guitarchis, actually. So I wouldn't count him out just yet. BeastyQT is an absolutely beautiful beast, as his name may suggest. So, if I were to give a slight advantage, let's see. Looking at the supply, or the mathematics. Looking at the mathematics, BeastyQT is up 2-0 in pretty convincing fashion. However, both those games have been with his main race, with the style he has practiced a lot with. So, I'm guessing Pig is just waiting to not play a Terran player. He just he wants a ZBZ and he wants it now, goddammit. I think our friend BeastyQT, since it is random versus random, still has a chance to lose to Pig. Pig definitely practices random, I think, a little bit more than BeastyQT, so I don't think we can count him out just yet. How is the stream doing? Stream is looking just fine. BeastyQT is tasting the bacon. He's not only tasting the bacon, he has put a skewer into the lower thigh of Pig and drawn blood from it and licked it and decided that he wants 3 more matches to be played. Pig just gave him that win. Well, here's the thing. Pig doesn't play Terran very often, and BeastyQT took out Namshar 3-2 with Terran, so I don't know, I think that was a pretty fair match. BeastyQT, I think he just had a little bit of an advantage there playing his main race. Just got back from getting food. What is the score? Mind Craze, I'll be happy to let you know that it is BeastyQT 2, Pig, the biggest 0 you can imagine. Actually, any 0 you can imagine, because all zeros are equal. Alright, what is the next map? Ascension? So just pick any map for me at random. Okay, Ascension. Ascension to Ire will be our next map. Create with mod, WCS, Game Heart. Perfect. Just pick any map for me at random in the future. KK, give him a quick KK. Only 2 Ks. Any more Ks, then you're flirting with danger there, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we're gonna go ahead. I am unfortunately not playing BeastyQT. Or fortunately, I suppose. Join the lobby. And what do you think, chat? Fig bar now or fig bar later? I'm thinking fig bar later. Alright. Yeah, you can just pick whichever next one you like for both of us. Alright, remember, 2 Ks minimum. We're gonna say alright. Alright. Go. Players ready? It looks as though we are almost ready to begin. On the road to Viridian City, BeastyQT and Pig are almost done, saying that they are ready. Viridian City. Alright, we'll stop. Pixels go. Alright, let's start the game, ladies and gentlemen, as we jump into game number 3 on Ascension to Ire. Hopefully, our Piggy can catch a little bit of a break. He has been in the summer heat of BeastyQT's Terran, so we're gonna have to hope that he has a little bit more luck in this match. Oh, there it is. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, by the miracles of magical technology, we are now almost jump into game. Yes, happen. Holy, no way! Hang on, let's see. Alright, let's see Pig's reaction. Let's just wait. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he types. Okay, so it's another TVT. Let's see how Pig reacts. Let's just wait just a little bit. As he realizes that spawning in the top left-hand position, BeastyQT, currently teamless, is playing as his main race for the 3rd game in a row. Oh my gosh. I would... Oh. Perfect. Alright. Oh, Pig, spawning the bottom right-hand position. You are representing our red Terran player and playing for Exile 5. Dude, tough life. Tough life. Man, another TVT versus BeastyQT. Damn, that's a lot of consonants. Alright, BeastyQTTBC. Yeah, 7 syllables, 1 for each consonant, so life isn't so good for us at the moment. Now, BeastyQT is going to go ahead and go for that racks first into barracks. Refinery first into barracks. The refinery is not called a racks, contrary to popular belief. Pig, on the other hand, is going to go ahead and do practically the same build, so a mirror a matchup as we can get at the time being. And Pig. I am sorry. Oh man, this is just gonna be brutal. Well, no. It's not. Well, not necessarily. Like, we know that Pig has obviously been able to take some reads into BeastyQT's style. I think he, at the very least, he can say to himself, he knows a couple of things. For starters, he knows that it is going to be a TVT, and he does know that BeastyQT, who is now up 2-0, has gone for mech all 3 of those matches, or all 2 of those matches, rather. So I think Pig was going to go for maybe some sort of anti-mech timing attack, which is kind of hard to pull off in all honesty. Gonna have to see what style he chooses to pick off against mech. Honestly, one of the more popular styles I've seen to counter mech plays is to just... Ooh, you hear that cheer, folks? Yes, I do. Sonic Aftermath Jedi Zella cheered 100 bits. Thank you so much, Sonic Aftermath Jedi Zella, for supporting your local StarCraft 2 community scene. Now, I wasn't saying yes. So one of the best ways I've seen bio players counter mech is call for a lot of siege tanks. I know it sounds counterintuitive. Well, no, I know it sounds obvious, but you would be surprised how many players just focus on bio marauders and being happy with having a lower siege tank count. No. One of the best ways you can deal with that is having that siege tank count to push away the mech player and having the ability to pull them this way and that, which on a map like Ascension to Ire isn't really the easiest. So I don't know. Can Pig take this map off of BeastyQT? I honestly don't know. But that's why we're here, folks. We are just gonna wait and watch. This is definitely a little bit more friendly map toward passive play. The last map we played on, Abyssal Reef, definitely not as easy to just go into the middle and hold the watchtowers and see all the aggression coming on out. And oh, Pig, no, you were holding it so well. Thus is the story of the Zelnaga watchtower. Now, let's see what our players are up to indeed, because that is what we are all here for. Pig is gonna go ahead and go for a couple of Reapers and a second to start the game off and nuke your Gooby. Oh my gosh, you can nuke my Gooby any day of the week as long as it's not a Wednesday. That Wednesday, I do not allow Goobies to my nuke or nukes to my Gooby. Only FA bombs to my breasts? I don't know, folks. What do you want from me? I'm a caster, not a stand-up guy. Oh my gosh. Alright, note to self, don't talk about man breasts on Twitch. Unless they're female breasts, nobody is going to care. Good pick up by our friend Pick to take out that Hellion. And BeastyQT is going to go ahead and, ooh, I like this. Getting Cloak for his Raven. Cloak and Detector, imba. Something, BeastyQT. Honestly, I think this is more of a fake out kind of build. Like, if Pig were to go up and try to scout this out, unless he actually has the Banshee. Shit, he actually has the Banshee. Alright, I thought he was doing the mind games, but whatever. My guess was he was going to get this. If Pig came in and scouted, he would say Cloak Banshees. But in reality, BeastyQT would just get a couple of Ravens instead. And another shout out is in order. Thank you for following Mind Craze. You are definitely a very smart lad in order to follow Psionic Aftermath. Trust me, I promise that I will make it my life goal to nuke your goober whenever you want it. Now, the Raven opening from Pig is going to go ahead and rebuff that Banshee for the time being. Banshee opening's really not that popular in TBT anymore, because everyone gets Ravens. But now that everyone knows everyone gets Ravens, nobody gets Ravens. So that means more people get Banshees, so people get Ravens. It's weird, folks. It's janky, and I never claim otherwise. Now, Pig, look at that Junker Hellion skin, absolutely beautiful. Now, ooh, I think Pig is actually going to be able to hunt this down, and I think BeastyQT just needs to concede that he needs to get as many SCVs as possible, and there we go. He's going to go ahead and get 4 workers for his troubles for that Banshee. 4 workers for Cloak and a Banshee, honestly not terrible, especially since you're transitioning out of it and you only made like 1 Banshee, so it should be a-okay for our friend BeastyQT. If you look at the worker supply, another cheer. Oh, SC2 Kia cheered 55 bits. And that is just fine. That is just amazing. Thank you for supporting your local StarCraft 2 community scene. I know I'm not WCS. I know we're not Day 9. I know we are not IEM. But you know what? We have good games. We have fun. And we are part of the community. And thank you for supporting that. Now, Pig is going to go ahead and try and hold this high ground against attack from BeastyQT. And BeastyQT is immediately rebuffed. Good job on these siege tanks. Ready to roll on out indeed. And BeastyQT's attack very quickly gets shunted by the defensive posturing of Pig. A little bit of a miscontrol from our friend BeastyQT. Is he going for more mech? Oh, please tell me he's going for more mech. Please tell me he's going for more. No! QT! You were supposed to be the chosen one. You were supposed to bring balance to the forums. Oh, BeastyQT. Well, I'm very interested to see his fireplay as well. I guess it's actually pretty good because now he's not going to be predictable, you know? BeastyQT taking out an SCV, making a command center and a Reaper in exchange for an Auditor, so not bad play there at all. Has to be super, uber duper careful though, as Pig's Air Force is definitely very not. Why do I even bother? Anyways, PDD should have been going down there, but whatever, not the biggest of dealios. And look at that, another Raven. Oh my gosh, the tag team effort, taking on a couple more SCVs, and Pig just has to take it over and over again. Take down around 10 SCVs at the 6-minute and 59-second mark, not the 7-minute mark, just the 6-minute and 59-second mark. So BeastyQT definitely rocking a pretty good advantage in this game thus far. However, we are going to see Pig go for that 3rd CC. Has been denied quite a decent amount of times, and goodbye Raven. I don't want to watch your death. I mean, that would be so Raven of me. Quoth the Raven nevermore as it dies into the abyss. Now Pig, he's gonna have the 3rd base, but BeastyQT, he's gonna have the shit to kill you. So, let's see if Pig can very effectively and very calmly and in an orderly fashion not die. His stim is actually pretty much ahead of BeastyQT's, as his stim is still gonna take a little while to complete, around 30-ish, maybe 40-ish seconds to a minute. So BeastyQT definitely has to wait a little bit of a while. Stim versus not Stim isn't really the fairest thing in the universe. But then again, now there is 34 Marines to 15 Outerinos. So, we have a very technical, macro-based playstyle from our friend Pig. Is gonna go ahead and get up against the pure raw dog force of our friend BeastyQT. And it looks as though, yep, raw dog force got the shit salvoed out of it already. Losing a decent amount of Marines there is our friend BeastyQT. And Pig decides to hold his position as his linchpin. He does have a couple of siege tanks to hold this position, and with the Vikings, Cyclones, and Marines, I think there's no way BeastyQT can break that position. But he doesn't need to. The Vikings aren't late enough. No, wait, actually they are late enough. And BeastyQT is gonna unload his load, actually losing a siege tank inside of one Barrier Pack medevac. Ooh, losing 2 medevacs with siege tanks for the price of none. Pig can now pretty easily take care of this, actually. Gonna go in and cancel combat shields. That's at least something for our friend BeastyQT. Gonna go and take out a couple of Marines as well. Meanwhile, the poke over here at this natural base location, or third base location, does get rebuffed as well. And BeastyQT, actually, for the first time in the series, finds himself in a bit of bother. 46 to 42 total workers. Still no third base. He has been doing a very good job of keeping Pig's SCV count to a bare minimum, which is definitely what you want to be seeing. But, I don't know, he's just losing so much army, and he is not going to transition out of this any second now, folks. You see, these barracks, this is basically... If you're a protest player, this is like having 10 gateways in your main base, alright? You do not get a third base with that. Or at least if you do, you need to take out a base or something, or do devastating, crippling economic damage. Right now, it's just been painful for BeastyQT, not game ending. Gonna go ahead and get his drop rebuff. I'm loving these Vikings from our friend Pig. Meanwhile, BeastyQT is going to go ahead and try to make a move toward this third base location. There are no Marines here to buffer for the siege tanks. Pig is just now going to go ahead and scout this out. Can't hold him alone, and looks as though a drop is going to go ahead and be committed in the main base. Meanwhile, BeastyQT is moving on forward to the third base location. Can he break it down? No, a little bit of indecision coming out from our friend BeastyQT. Setting up a nice siege position. Can he take out the siege tanks? No, one of them does go down. He does have a good position over there, but he's just bleeding off so much army. 46 to 49 total workers. Pig is now up in that regard. This Orbit Command has taken a decent amount of salvoing. Salvos? Yes, salvos, not salvoing. From these siege tanks. Pig is now moving to retake that position. And look at that. He's going to go ahead and scan. He sees there's no third base. So all Pig has to do is hold on for dear life. Hang on. Wait, listen. StarCraft music is amazing, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Now, back to the game. 118 supply to 100. When you've been sitting on 2 bases for as long as BeastyQT has, that's not a good sign. He's gonna go ahead and have to float his Orbital Command over to his third base location. Unfortunately for him, gonna miss out on some mineral income, some gas income, and just barely gonna miss out on wheels in general. Gonna go ahead and Pig moves on forward, takes out 2 siege tanks, but BeastyQT seems to repay the favor, taking out the siege tank from our friend Pig. And okay, let me just fix that. There we go. As BeastyQT moves on, and third base does indeed go on down. Pig, you got caught out of position just one time. And look at what the hell just happened. Now BeastyQT really showing his expertise in this matchup. Gonna go ahead and load everything on up into the medevacs. Pretty bruised, but there's only one missile turret here, and it's not super in range. Just gonna skip on over this. Siege up behind the mineral line, and look at that. Can they get the position? I think so. Thank you for the follow, Champ 24 Mike. But BeastyQT is ravaging Pig apart. Funny part is he's probably coming from Pig's channel, so sketchy. BeastyQT is gonna go ahead and start to take out even more SCBs. 64 arms by 32. Pig is down in every single regard, but at least except for one. Pig tastes delicious. Yeah, I guess that's what he's got going for him. Like, if I cut off some of his butt, it will taste good. Like, that's his advantage at this moment, right? If I cut off his butt and cook it for breakfast in the mornings, some American people will say that's good. So I guess that's what BeastyQT got going against him. With Pig, man, 62 armor spot at 31, 45 to 21 total workers. You just had your back broken. This is why most players on TBT, they prefer this base down over here. Very less possibility for drops. Very less possibility for multi-harass. There's definitely a lot less surface area to go ahead and contend with. And now BeastyQT just gonna go and stim to the natural base location. Siege tanks sieging on up, as their name implies. There's no way this Orbital Command lives, and it does indeed go down to 1 CC. GG, well played, and Pig goes down 3-0 in the best of 9. BeastyQT, in a very, very convincing manner, beats Pig with his main race 3 times in a row. That is, he beats Pig with BeastyQT's main race. So, yeah. That's a little bit of a shame for our friend Pig. Look at this army belly graph. Look at that, look at that. Right around here, we saw that bad engagement coming up for our friend Pig, just losing the medevacs, losing the siege tanks, just horribly caught out of position. So unfortunate. I mean, BeastyQT, look at that. Didn't even need any other workers. He knew what he was getting into. I think Pig, look at that, he was doing a good job of keeping up on the supply, but honestly, TVT is just such a chess mess, and unfortunately, Pig got caught out of position. The next map, since I have the power and I will trip on it for as long as possible, it's going to be Blood Boil Create with Game Heart, WCS Game Heart, there you go. And let's see how the stream is doing. I want to interact with you guys. I'd give a tip to Mr.789 of mentoring the followers after game so it doesn't affect the casting of the game. You're right, I would like to do that. However, I have no way of finding out who followed after the game. I would probably maybe try and... maybe I can just remember it really well? I don't know, I'll have to see, folks. P-time, BRB. P-time, BRB, says our friend Pig. Alright. I guess that gives us a little bit of a downtime. So, how are you doing, chat? How is everyone doing? David Kim hates Pig confirmed. Yeah, 2 TBTs are definitely not what you want to be doing, especially since that is not what Pig does. Not memory if you can go to Streamlabs. Oh, you're right, I can go to Streamlabs, but no, it's not my channel. It's the channel belongs to somebody else. So, how about this? If there's a follower, I'll just kind of try to remember them to the best of my abilities. Like that. Thank you for following. Dumb in a can. Jeez, I wonder who would open that bad boy, huh? Thank you for the follow. And Lucas requests to join the party. Alright, just be on your best behavior, Lucas. Best behavior. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and invite him to the lobby. Oh, we have to add him, don't we? Ugh. There. Okay. You underestimate Mr. 789's power. No, I think you very, very correctly estimated Mr. 789's power. Someone can just write who followed in chat so we can read it later. I can just kind of like have a scribe next to me. Ugh, everyone wants to join the party. Alright, we're gonna go up to 5 people just for the sake of consistency, but 5 people and 5 people only. That's it. We're gonna have 5 people maximum. Go, good luck, have fun. Oh, we're ready to get into it, folks. Let's just see if BeastyQT is ready. BeastyQT ready? Gosh, not one vowel in all of that. Jesus Christ, the price is not right. Alright, folks, let's get on to it. The next map will be a Blood Boil, one of the worst maps in the entire history of everything, but that's not for me to decide. That's just for me to state. Ah! No, it didn't switch. Ah! Okay, there we go. We are now in game Pig versus BeastyQT. But yeah, I'll try to just remember who followed what, who did what. Unless it's like, I was cheering for Beastie, but no, I feel bad for Pig. Says our friend Daunted232. Yeah, I know, I feel bad for Pig too. But honestly, he's just been getting pretty unlucky. I think if we see something like a PvP, we're gonna see some very, very exciting games. I can't wait to see their rendition of what PvP is supposed to look like. Okay, now both players are not playing their main race, so we may very well just have a game on our hands. Spawning in the top left-hand position of Blood Boil. Representing our pink protest player, doing my great bit of alliteration. Folks, give it up for BeastyQT, who manages to destroy my camera angles every single time. There we go. And his opponent spawning in the bottom right-hand position. Spawning as a red Terran player, folks. He is down 3-0 so far in the best of 9, but I highly doubt that he will be for long. Or maybe I don't. Give it up for Pig. Let's go ahead and adjust the score, and away we go. Pig, gonna go for that gap. That better not have been one of you guys, Paladin, or whoever else joined the thing. That better not be you guys. And it seems as though Pig, probably should have introduced him over here, because this is probably where the majority of his shit is going to be. Pig wants no nonsense. He's going to go for Proxy Reaper into a 1-1-1 build, or he can just go Proxy Reaper into Factory at Home. There's a lot of things that are possible here. Either way, he's going to play on a lot of aggression, and BeastyQT is going to have a hell of a time trying to punish it. Let's see what he's going for, though. Looks like, though, it's going to be a very standard gateway expand. coming out for our friend BeastyQT. A little bit mistimed, but probably not the biggest dealio in the universe. And missing out on a couple of probes mining over here. It's not their main race, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut him some slack at least. And Pig has started his first Reaper on the other side of the map. Where is the cybernetic score from? Ooh, okay, a little bit of a misplay here. BeastyQT delaying that cybercore by a good 5 or 6 seconds, which may not sound like a lot, but in the realm of StarCraft, 5 or 6 seconds is the difference between dodging a storm and losing the game. So BeastyQT not going to have a mothership core out in time to deal with this Reaper. In fact, it's going to go ahead and jump on into the main base before the cybercore is even done. He does start a zealot as he does realize, hey, wait a minute, your shit is not really where it's supposed to be. And the something killing the probe. Pig is gonna go to make the factory back on its home. He just wants the proxy Reaper, just wants the damage in that manner. And looks as though he very may well just get it. 3 workers already going down. Really, you wanna get at least 4 to make it worth it. With this zealot out, I'm pretty certain Pig is gonna have a little bit of a harder time trying to get the probes. The macro is good from BeastyQT, but no, already down to 4 probes. BeastyQT having a little bit of a problem rebuffing that Reaper. However, it is gonna go ahead and go away. Barracks is floating on home, so you know, Godspeed. Godspeed. More like Gavalo speed, am I right, ladies and gentlemen? No, starport on the top right hand position of Blood Bowl. That's one of the parts about Blood Bowl. There's so many ways to proxy on this map. As a Terran player, it is absolutely disgusting-issimo. And Reaper's gonna go ahead and jump on into this natural base location, take out this very unfortunate probe. You should have never been given life. It would have just been taken away from you so early. And look at this, Pig is now just pulling BeastyQT apart here with his aggression. This starport should probably throw down a tech lab. I'm guessing it's gonna be Proxy Liberator? Just on my experience in the latter, unfortunately. We'll say that was intentional. And losing 4 more probes now is our friend BeastyQT. Already 9 workers destroyed in this offensive. These adepts can more than kill these Reapers. Like, just keep 1 in each base, BeastyQT. I think his lack of experience in this kind of situations is really starting to show through. You don't need 2 adepts to take care of both of these Reapers. Just 1 in each. 1 in each. Mothership core right there. Pylon right there. Should be good to go. Pig now has a Cyclone on the way. BeastyQT needs to overcharge. There's no way that Cyclone does not kill both of his things. Pig's Reaper is very low on health, and BeastyQT just trying to stabilize at the moment. CC is on the way for our friend Pig, so it's not going to be an all-in as a follow-up. Just going to go ahead and go for those Cyclones, go for those Buddha Mines, and you know, it's a Godspeed to the barracks. Well, fucking Godspeed to that zealot, folks. 1 SCV over here, and it is going to be forever to kill. BeastyQT, however, wants none of Pig's shenanigans, just rallying all of his workers to his main base. I think he's definitely going to concede this position for the time being. And let's take a look. Is there an observer out yet for our friend BeastyQT? There is not an observer yet. Ooh, that makes me so nervous. Because immortals don't kill this. Now, Banshee's going to go ahead and pop on out in a couple of seconds. Cloak won't be finished yet, but right now, BeastyQT is caught with his stalkers down. What did you warp on in? A stalker? Hopefully a stalker. You can't just go by on pure adepts, right? And oh no! Life is horrible! Oh god. Losing 2 more workers in a very preventable tragedy. 4 more workers now. Jeez. Pig absolutely pulling apart BeastyQT. Cook is about to finish up as well, and Observer is finally on the way. This Immortal should stop any aggression from following up. But he doesn't have any stalkers at this moment. He's gonna lose like 9, 10, 11, 50,000 probes if he's not careful. Can the adept spot it on out? Let's turn on BeastyQT's player camera. There we go, he does indeed see it, folks. He sees the Banshee just now. All the probes getting evacuated very preemptively. Very nice choice from our friend Pig. Pylon is on the way to cover the mineral line. More observers are on out, and this Banshee's gonna start to wreak havoc. Look at that, already targeting down the probes already. Reaper trying to jump on in, but the Immortal looks at them and says, and starts to destroy them very simply. Now, here's the thing about attacking workers on the gas. It's kind of the hardest thing to do, because they kind of get free shielding whenever they want, but 6 workers going on down. Another Banshee on the way, probably going to guarantee himself at least 3. And Pig, meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, he's getting SCVs. He's dropping his mules. He walking your dog. He ain't going to stop anytime soon. He's getting Sea-Shank, Stim, Marines, and look at this. This is just going to be a brutal follow-up to this aggression that Pig has been laying on down. He's going to get a nice handful of Marines, a decent amount of Cyclones, and if he pushes across this map and sieges up this position, I'm not sure what BeastyQT can do. He just doesn't have the economy. He has lost 20 workers to this attack. That is 10 more than you are willing to lose. Pig. Definitely showcasing some very interesting things that a cheesy Terran can show and perform against a Protoss. BeastyQT now, he's trying to chase this Banshee hopelessly, trying to do what he can. Going for the sentry, I don't think he's gonna get it. He might have to sacrifice the Banshee, and it looks it does end up getting on away. Quick little oh man. Oh, that reminds me. How can you tell if a caster is excited? Somebody once asked me, and here's my main take on it. Imagine a caster as an engine, right? Okay, so the shittier this engine sounds on startup, the more excited the caster is. For example, that's kind of excited, right? That's like moderately excited. However, like, let's say there's like 5 disruptors about to hit Marines coming out of a stasis ward, like that's super excitement. So basically, just imagine them as a motor engine. However shitty it sounds is however excited they are. It's actually directly proportionate. It's really a beautiful thing. There's been papers written on it. In Control has definitely contributed a great deal in co-authoring it. It's definitely a very interesting read if you have the chance to check it on out. That is gonna haunt me for quite a long time. Alright, now BeastyQT is moving out on the map with 3 Adepts and an Immortal. And, you know, that looks all fine and good, except when you look at this and think, wow, that really doesn't look good for our friend BeastyQT. He's gonna go in and catch a couple of Marines, which is always nice. Banshee's actually gonna go in and get repaired. That's actually pretty interesting. Now getting Medevacs and Liberators. Pig knows that starport is not gonna be attacked anytime soon, because Blood Bowl is just a huge map. It is a ginormous map. And if you go out and try to kill the starport, well, you are just going to leave your base open to all sorts of counter-attack shenanigans. Now, BeastyQT is trying to do the best that he can, warping in a couple of Gladeps into the natural base of our friend Pig. There is a Immortal to anchor, however, I think this is pretty much good for our friend Pig. The Warp Prism isn't protected, the Cyclone's going to lock on, and they're going to take it down. Immortal in the front, exactly the opposite of where it needs to be. And BeastyQT is finding himself in a pretty big spot of bother. Lots of friendly fire damage on the SCVs, but losing 7 SCVs to take down this attack convincingly is definitely a trade I would take any day of the week. Especially losing that War Prism. You see this Stark Shrine? You see this stank-ass Stark Shrine? It wanted to do so many things. Look at that. There's like no scans there, and no Mr. Tort. Imagine what 4 DTs can do in this scenario. So Pig, I am very much thinking you are counting your lucky stars right now, as the DTs are going to be a good minute or 2 late. Let's see, what does he try to do? The Adepts did do really well in that attack. They got a couple of SCVs, which is all fine and good, but the main thing you got to focus on, they took out the missile turrets. And now, Pig, the mules have been dropped. And can Pig scout out this? His only hope now of defending against the TT harassment is to take out the War Prism before it lands. But folks, we all know when behind Dark Shrine, Pig is going to go ahead and try and chase it this way and that way. Couple are going to go ahead and warp on in over here. He has to hurry up with this though. Pig cannot let this War Prism land. Mr. Tor's gonna go ahead and get constructed. BeastyQT! Oh! Okay, it doesn't end up going down. The Dark Templar have been dropped, and now Pig is in a whole lot of bother. Over Command has 1 scan and 1 scan only. Mr. Tor's are beginning construction desperately as Pig realizes the amount of trouble he is in. He's gonna go ahead and get targeted on down. As long as our friend BeastyQT splits these DTs properly, I don't know what our friend Pig can do to rebuff against them. One number here, 7 SCVs already going on down. Now 43 to 35 total workers. BeastyQT does have the advantage. BeastyQT now gonna go in and warp in some Adepts. If only he knew. Gonna go in and start targeting down more of these SCVs. Another scan does end up going on down. And BeastyQT says, you know what? The best thing to do with my army is to not kill his army. Gonna go ahead and shade on. Where did they go? Over here. Gonna go ahead and pick off a couple more SCVs. A little bit of a waste of a warp, unfortunately, as the Adepts didn't get too much done. But they are gonna retreat for the time being. Gonna go ahead and pick up themselves off a couple more SCVs at least. No. And Pig really finding himself getting pushed away in this game. 30-68 army supply is what BeastyQT has going, and Pig, just a couple of drops, a couple of Liberators would definitely be the bane of BeastyQT's existence. Oh. Alright, take your best data, gentlemen. Is that going to burn down? The answer is absolutely 0.0% chance. More Adepts in the natural base of our friend Pig, but I think he's going to hold it pretty well. Double expanding now is our friend BeastyQT. Oh, what? I don't understand that. Third base now just on the way. 44 to 30 total workers, but Pig is still rocking a solid advantage, I'd like to believe. 22 to 75 total army supply is not too shabby. 30 to 44 workers, that is fine. Because, ready? 5, 10, 15. Because now it's 45 to 44 total workers. They are dead even income-wise as soon as these mules land. And BeastyQT is in a little bit of a bother. The Dark Templar really needed to do a little bit more than what they did. And now Pig realizes that, hey, moving out is a good unit. The mules have been dropped, so no scans to scan this, to detect this DT just yet. So that's going to be a little bit of a thorn in Beastie or Pig's side. And look at that, a couple of adepts over here. They're trying to keep Pig back at home. Unfortunately, Pig is having none of it. He's just going to go ahead and send a couple of Marines, a couple of Marauders to deal with it, rightfully so. And now BeastyQT is going to escape with one adept. Scan doesn't end up going down, and BeastyQT, what is he gonna do to stop this aggression? There are Marines with the custom skin, there's Marauders with the custom skin, and there's Siege Tanks, and Liberators, and Cyclones, and Vikings, and Medevacs, and oh my, you really don't have anything, do you? This is not looking good, folks. I think these two Liberators alone could kill this army, let alone all of that on the ground. Looks as though Pig is going to go and stem on forward. I think the writing is on the wall. BeastyQT's army was trying to take down the starport. Did you not listen to my commentary at the beginning, BeastyQT? Why I said that was a bad idea. Now, what is our friend BeastyQT going to do? Looks like the F2A is in full effect as the observers and warplings move over to the other side of the map. Stalker's getting obliterated by this fire force. 5 Pearls have gone down to the 15 SCVs, but still, Pig has the army. He can kill BeastyQT. BeastyQT cannot kill Pig. And BeastyQT doesn't have much presence on the other side of the map. He's warping on in to little avail. He's gonna wipe out the mineral line, but in return, his natural base will get destroyed. Oh man, there's plenty of energy for scans as well, so Dark Templar won't really be a factor in this upcoming match unless Pig doesn't scan, and I don't know if you know what a scan looks like. But this is a pretty damn close rendition. BeastyQT desperately trying to hold on. Really, I think it's at this point he's trying to wear out Pig for the next match. Definitely wants him to feel weakened in the next couple of matches. And looks as though more DTs are being warped on in. They're the lifeblood of our friend BeastyQT at this moment. Enough for another overcharge. Maybe he's going to go ahead and get it on down. I don't know, folks. I'm grasping at straws here at this moment, as is our friend BeastyQT. GG has called him Pig for the first time. Is victorious and is now been able to bring back the score 3-1. Not in his favor, but in his court. Mwah. Beautiful game for our friend Pig. Let's go ahead and see what happened there. Yeah, so that's a big deal, yeah, right? I mean, at first glance, workers active. Yeah, that's a game you can recover from. That's fine. BeastyQT took some damage, but then he dealt some damage, and it was all good, right? And then you look at this, and you laugh. You laugh, because Pig is the deadest person. Or BeastyQT was the deadest person, didn't have the army. He did a lot of counterattack damage, but a lot of his adept warpings got shut down pretty easily. Like, warping in 8 adepts is a really, really, really big deal. I think if he had those extra, maybe 16 adepts back at home, maybe a couple more stalkers that weren't out lurking about trying to kill that starport, I think he would have had a better chance of holding it, but, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's the story of StarCraft. We're going to go ahead and jump into our next map, which is going to be Odyssey. Damn, GG, close to a comeback. Well, every comeback begins with just a come. And Pig is now coming back into the game. Oh! Bad 789. Bad. Alright, whatever. No, actually, that is both incorrect. Both of those are incorrect. None of that is right. Pig and BeastyQT. We're gonna go ahead and set myself to referee, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask everybody. Go. Someday I'll play Spag Hard again. What dreams may come, Paladin. What dreams may come. No, just messing around with you. Go, question mark? How's the stream doing? Everyone doing good? Ripperino, pigs never go out of style. Yeah, no chat observers. Game mobs. A lot of respect for Psionic Aftermath channel. Mwah, thank you. Oh, kick all observers after this game. Only allow players. Wait. Okay. Hang on. I guess I have to remove from lobby. Alright, never mind. Alright. No obs. Alright. Let's see. BeastyQT is a go. And we have to just make sure our friend Pig is ready. Come on, Pig. Is Pig peeing again? Pig, come on. We had a pee-pee break like last game. What is this channel doing? He's not even there. Oh my god. You know what? Just wait a second. Wait a second, folks. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Shame, Pig. For shame. Man, what is he doing? Score 1-3. If BC wins one more time, then it's over. No, he has to win 2 more times. God damn it, Pig. Come on, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? What could he possibly be doing? What could he possibly be doing? Hey, there he is! Hey, so Pig running on back, man. That was the fastest P I have ever seen in my whole life. Good job, Pig. A+ quality. Alright, is he ready? Alright, go is called, and we are ready to jump into game number 6. Fuck, 4. I meant 4. And here we go. In other news, Pig has a very small bladder. Confirmed. Alright, it is going to be a random versus random as per the usual. And let's jump on into it. And, ooh. Deja Vizzle for a shizzle. Spawning in the bottom right hand position of Odyssey. Representing our blue team players. Folks, give it up for Pig, who realized that Terran is a pretty damn member race, slipped David Kim $5 in bitcoins, and now is playing Terran again versus BeastyQT's Protoss in the top left hand corner, spawning as the yellow. How could I phrase that more awkwardly? And you know what, if you think of a better way to phrase that more awkwardly, just go ahead and let me know in Twitch chat below, and I'll be certain to get back to you on that. Or in the comment section, I don't know. Okay, BeastyQT is gonna go ahead, get for that gateway, and I guess he is doing standard schmandard gameplay banded, pretty easy lemon squeezy sort of build. Taking a pretty middle of the road approach to this match. Can't really say that just yet though. He could go for a second assimilator any second now, but no, he's Australian into the assimilator. Gonna go for a slow saturation on that bad boy. So probably should just be seeing a gateway simp band, and Pig meanwhile is gonna go ahead and just go for that Drax and that Refinery actually first before Rack, so should be seeing a little bit of an interesting build coming out from my friend Pig. And yeah! Alright, let's see. Gonna go ahead and throw down that expansion as from BeastyQT. Pig versus BeastyQT. I mean, BeastyQT's Protoss in the last match definitely looked like he knew, at least in part, what he was doing, right? I mean, Blood Bowl obviously is a very bad map for Protoss, and Pig was going for a very aggressive sort of build that's really hard to hold, especially if you don't have proper knowledge of it and experience playing against it. So you can't really blame BeastyQT for that loss. I'm not trying to take anything away from Pig, but I'm just saying BeastyQT definitely a very understandable way to lose that game. It is going to be another PvT, and Odyssey is definitely a little bit more forgiving map. There's definitely a lot of proxy locations. However, they're not as numerous and they're not as stupid as Blood Bowl. So we should be seeing a more normal match coming out from our friend BeastyQT and Pig. A Zealot is actually on the way. Does get cancelled in favor of an Adept. And I always think that's a little bit cool, right? Like, he starts the Zealot because, you know, does he get a Zealot? Does he get a wait and get an Adept? Like, he doesn't know. And now we can see him learning, right? Like, oh, I don't need the Zealot. I can just get the Adept. And he is just one step closer to being the next Neeb. Don't worry, BeastyQT, you can still play Protoss. Like, Neeb played Terran, and then he realized Protoss was much better, so, you know, there's still hope for BeastyQT in that regard. Pig gonna go ahead and get a full scout off of the main base. Gonna go ahead and try and take out a couple. Alright, save it until after the game. Save it until after the game. Alright, gonna go ahead and take out a couple of nothings, actually, because it has 0 kills. Gonna take out a couple of vision, I suppose. And looks as though, ooh, BeastyQT going for the Pylon Rush. A little bit of an interesting rendition of the Pylon Rush. Definitely more of a macro take on it. But BeastyQT is not definitely making Pig take him very seriously. Now, these pylons are going to go ahead and finish him up. You kind of need 3 pylons to make this work properly. Look at that, one of them is going to go down right away, and the other one is going to follow suit. If he had a third one, he could maybe overcharge it, so a little bit of a miscalculation from our friend BeastyQT, unfortunately. Getting go ahead, send forward an Adept Shade, not get too much done there. So basically, sacrifice 200 minerals in exchange for a little bit of lost mining time, and that's going to put BeastyQT in kind of an awkward position where he realizes, hey, now I'm supply block. All the pylons in the world, but none of it at my base. Now, Robo and Twilight are going to come on out. Does Pig scout it on out? Yes, he sees everything as the Robo and Twilight do finish on up. Observers coming on out. This is a very greedy transition out from a pylon rush, as you're going to have your first Colossus at around... let's say with a general Robo, you're gonna have your Colossus around the 5-minute 30-ish second mark. I'm not really keen on timings. I just know that you're gonna have one less Colossus at each stage of the game, right? So if he just went for a pure Robo and then pure into Robo facility and then maybe I don't know, Twilight Forge after that, he would have maybe 2 Colossus by the time Pig pushed out with siege tanks or whatever, right? However, with getting a Twilight Counselor beforehand and getting Blink and all that stuff, instead of having 2 Colossus, he's gonna have maybe 1. Right? So definitely our friend BeastyQT is gonna be open to a little bit more pressure from Pig as the game goes on. Ooh, Pig doing the most annoying thing ever. Gonna go ahead and put that Widowmine on the ramp. I'm just gonna go ahead and hold this position. And Pig, does he go for the scan? I don't think so. There are 2 observers here, so that is a good news for our friend BeastyQT. And now the Marines have actually taken out the gateway units, and now the next stop, Probe Pound Town, as 4 have already gone on down. A couple of stalkers are going to go ahead and pick away at these Marines. Thankfully, Beyond is not macroing this dropship, so BeastyQT is not out of it just yet. Pig's going to go ahead and boost on out of here, getting a decent bit of damage, 5 SCVs and a decent amount of gateway units. That is what we call in the industry a good bit of damage. You can't really complain about that. Meanwhile, back at home, Pig is preparing for a nice, big, fatty push as he's getting 3 barracks on up as well as siege tank production and his 3rd CC. So gonna go ahead and play a little bit more of a macro style in this PvT, which is kind of interesting. You generally see, you know, if any of you guys get owned on the ladder by Terrans, as I do, you generally see a lot of 2-base aggression, you know, like 2-base siege tank Marine or a 2-base, you know, Marine Marauder medevac push on out, or a 2-base... You know, just some sort of very dedicated aggression on 2 bases. So it's very interesting to see Pig go for more of a macro version of this. BeastyQT now... I wonder if this is his first time dealing with Liberator S as a Protoss. Because, yeah. Gonna go ahead and warp on in a couple of stalkers. He's losing more and more. No, Beastie! Oh, the horror. Gonna go ahead and do a couple of shots on that Liberator. Liberator blushes and realizes that it is getting shots undone. I know! Okay, Blink did go ahead and finish on up. And BeastyQT and Pig have seemed to tie up in supply. 46 to 44 total workers, 22 to 30 total army supply. Although in a PvP or a TvT this may look even, if they're even in supply, like this doesn't look too bad. Honestly, Protoss needs to be a good 6 workers ahead of the Terran player at all times. Protoss just doesn't have mules, and Terran does. So it's not good to be behind in that regard. And actually, 5 barracks finish on up for our friend Pig. Is he gonna move out anytime soon? I don't think so. The first Colossus is beginning very, very lately at the 6-minute and 62-second mark. Technically right, can't say I'm wrong. Double Fortress are finishing on up. BeastyQT playing a very, very, very greedy PvT at this point in time. Like honestly, I think just this much from Pig, without stim, without enough siege tanks, without any Widowmines, that could probably lay siege to this base and take it out, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least put some very, very, very dedicated pressure into it. Now, Pig is going to go ahead and go for another drop. It does get counted up at BeastyQT. And yes, Binkstalker's out on the map. Is he going to go ahead and try and catch it? I don't think he won't. Which means he won't. Going to go ahead and take this other Zalnaga watchtower. BeastyQT now posturing stuff out on the map. Knows that Pig is around this sort of area. Knows there's a drop kind of around here. But can he scout it? Oh. Dunna. Dunna, 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 barely. You saw it. No. Okay, he didn't see it. Oh, no. Missed the blink. Oh, my gosh. No. Oh, BeastyQT, you were so close. You just missed the blink, unfortunately. He's gonna get it anyway? You know, because Terran Imba. Now, 1 Colossus has finished on up. There are some sentries and immortals over here. So I think that's gonna be a very good way to anchor this army down. Observer is still spotting that medevac from Pig, and it looks as though, despite all the good things that happened for Pig in the earlier stages of this match, it looks as though he's gonna go ahead and be rebuffed for the time being. I just don't think this is a very scary army. I know he's up in army supply, but, you know, what is that all in? He has a lot of medevacs in the head, a lot of medevacs overhead. He just has a lot of medevacs, you know? And like what is his army? Just like this? Marine Marauder medevac, couple of Widow Mines. I mean, that's not scary, you know? As a Protoss player, I mean, I just don't find that scary. Maybe if there were more siege tanks, maybe if there were more Liberators, something, but I don't know. Right now, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, you know, why am I scared? I got 2 Colossi, I got Sentries, I got an Immortal, I got Charge about to finish on up. Gateway Explosion is about to be completed. I have like 10 gates. I mean, I can hold on to this. I'm pretty sure Pig is, or BeastyQT is gonna go ahead and think the same thing. He's gonna go ahead, and Pig is gonna go ahead and see. Does he want to commit? Ooh, I think BeastyQT could have gotten a good force field down there, but decides not to risk it. Still, I think this medevac is just like traumatized from all the damage, and as soon as I say that, starts moving. Oh, that was a tasteless announcer pack. That's amazing. Now, 3 Colossi is really the magic number. As soon as you have 3 Colossi and your opponent doesn't have a Viking in sight, like he doesn't even smell a Viking right now. There's like supply block and stuff, like you know that is not good. And meanwhile, our friend BeastyQT is gonna go and move on forward. Can he defend us though? He's kinda cut out of position. I don't know, looks as though the army isn't getting in a very good concave. Ooh, not all the units are firing. A pretty poor engagement from BeastyQT, considering his advantage, and bam, Pig! What good a play to find BeastyQT out of position. Gonna go ahead and take out a huge swath of probes. Gonna go ahead, Pig has the favor repaid to him as a couple of units get force fielded on out. 4 Colossi are done for our friend BeastyQT, but now he has fallen prey to what all players fall prey to. Whole army responds to the drop. Meanwhile, while that gets cleaned on up, Pig is gonna take out the 3rd base. It is so low, 200 health, not 200 health, not 100 health. It is Zerissimo health. 28 workers gone down as well. Oh, BeastyQT, no, so close, man. However, Pig did sacrifice a lot of army. He's only producing 2 Vikings at a time, and BeastyQT has charge. It all depends on these next couple of moments, folks. BeastyQT absolutely 100% needs a Warp Prism and needs to move out now. Not later, he needs to go now. The gold base for Pig is going to go in and get saturated. 4 Vikings are now in production, and BeastyQT is staying at home. Oh no, BeastyQT. This could have been the Destructinator army, the consumer of souls, the consumer of consumerism, capital communist. You could have been so great, BeastyQT. Now, gonna give Pig a chance to get a proper response to the Colossi. Storm is on the way, and that is going to be helpful, but still no 3rd base. What is BeastyQT hoping for? He's gonna move across the map just now. He's gonna have +2/+2 to the +2/+1 of our friend Pig by the time this attack hits. Widowmine does scout it out and takes a Stalker with it as well. Now, I think he missed his timing. There are 6 Vikings in the air, about to be 7, which is not exactly that as much as you may want, but still, it does give BeastyQT some wiggle room in this offensive move. But no, BeastyQT just playing the defensive game, trying to get that 3rd base back up while Pig's 4th base is mining from a gold. And I just don't think it's gonna work, BeastyQT. I think you missed your opportunity, and I think that it is excessively unfortunate. More barracks are on the way as well. I'm not sure what BeastyQT can do to get back into this game now. I think he missed it. Pig is almost doubling in army supply. Doubling in army supply, as the Irish would say. And now, oh, so bad. So shitty. Okay, alright, BeastyQT now sees that army and thinks, God damn, it's a lot of army. And it is indeed a lot of army. He does have a couple of storms though. Pig could still very well lose this game, especially if he clumps up his bio against the Templar. And the Vikings will get pinked on under. Huge storms going on down. Big thank you to the mention that later. A great engagement coming for from BeastyQT. Huge storms standing on the army of Pig. And Pig, he may have the armor by advantage, but it's all in medevacs. And now BeastyQT, can he reinforce this? That's the big question. Pig took a bad engagement, but he's not dead. He has Liberators, he has a planetary fortress, he has orbitals, and he has what he needs to win this defense. Can you win a defense? No, you can get a defense, I think. Oh, I'm so giddy. I want to mention it, but I can't. I'll just wait until the game is over. Oh, I want to mention it so bad. Alright. Looks as though Pig now has managed to hold on BeastyQT. Take a look at the resources lost. He is now tied it on up with that great engagement. Pig is like, no way you don't have a gold base. But no way you don't have a gold base or a hinged ninja base and managed to destroy my attack. But no, the storms were just money. Now BeastyQT is starting to, he's held on for that mid portion of the game of Marine Marauder, you know, Viking, stuff like that. But now Pig realizes it is time to tech up. Quadruple Liberator production is on the way. He realizes he has enough medevacs to satiate him for a very, very, very long time. I smell like chips and dip, and I really want chips and dip right now. I'm actually pretty damn hungry. And BeastyQT, even though I think he's not in a great position this game, I think the Liberators may very well be able to shut him down. I think that BeastyQT has definitely played an exceptional PvT and has held on exceptionally well. Now, where is the Mothership Core? It's right here. There is a cannon, so if Pig is not paying attention, he could just lose everything. And BeastyQT actually, letting on the bio unload. A little late to draw the trigger, and now he's gonna have to dedicate some army to go ahead and take care of this. The Mothership Core full of energy too. DT is gonna go ahead and hack and slash dice and mice. But speaking of mice and men, the Pig from Army is going to pen BeastyQT. Oh, references to make myself sound smart, and Pig is gonna take out the third base. 102 armor supply to 100. The 3-3 gets denied from our friend Pig. BeastyQT sending everything to take care of this, and Pig just smiling, sitting on back, and realizes he is in a fantastic position. At least he has vision of the siege tank. We will call this lonely siege tank Jeff, because Jeff is not going to do anything, and we don't have to say that name or remember it ever again. And here's the thing: is Pig gonna back off? Oh, Pig is gonna go ahead and not back off. Just gonna go ahead and regroup. A very tough lesson I've had to learn in StarCraft is, if the opponent is not making you back off, don't you back off. You lay on until they force you back. And Pig, right now, is going to go ahead and recoup his sources. Wants to push with one big consolidated army, and looks as though that is what he's going to do. Send 3 medevacs toward the main base. There's absolutely nothing to defend, and I think this is going to be a much more successful drop than we saw last time. And the last drop was pretty damn successful. Going to be reinforced by Liberators. Oh, BeastyQT, you think you've had migraines before? Boy, let me tell you something about headaches. This right here. This is a headache. This should be illegal, as a matter of fact. Pig is going to have a couple of his reinforcements burnt off as he eats another fatty storm, but the main base is forfeit. Pig is taking the map. Meanwhile, another contingency of Maraud is going to deny that third base. Beautiful splits from our friend Pig. I think BeastyQT realizes that he can't push up here. Not now, not ever. Third base now under incredible amounts of assault. This Zella is going to go ahead and get burnt on down. Starker's bringing on back. BeastyQT just showing off his micro for the time being. DT kind of stuck behind everything. He's going to clean that on up. I actually think that BeastyQT, has been a little bit more efficient, actually. Only losing 2,000 more. It's definitely not too shabby, but Pig is just murdering him. I mean, I guess he's going to go for the base trade. But how are you going to do that when Terran is already across the map, when he has planetary fortresses for days, when he can just lift on up and float away, when he can rally his production in here and hold the ramp with Liberators? BeastyQT is grasping at straws at this moment, and I think the writing is on the wall and in the source code. It looks as though BeastyQT... Ooh! Nice snipe. Oh yeah, that's what happens. BeastyQT has no response to the Liberators, and the... Boom! 2 temper go down for the price of none, and Pig is smiling in his chair right now. GG is called, and BeastyQT brings it... Doesn't bring it, actually. Pig actually brings it up 2-3, and a little bit more of an even series, it seems. Sonic Aftermath Jedi Zeta donated $10, cheered some bits, which is definitely very good. I love some music. Ooh, dude, super long chat. I like that. Alright, somebody donated $10, and unfortunately, I was casting, I couldn't really read the message, so whoever donated that, first off, I want to say thank you so much for supporting your local StarCraft 2 community scene. It really helps us do more of these. It helps us give back to everyone. It helps us bring forward good games. And it makes me feel like a stripper. Like people give me money for entertainment. Ugh, put that on my resume, right? So really, thank you from the bottom of my heart for the donation. If you can, I didn't get to read the message. I'm so sorry. If you send it in chat, tag me at Mr789, or just say like, hey, I'm the guy who donated. Here's what I said. I would be happy to read that for you. I'd be more than happy to see what you have to say. So thank you so much. Mwah. Auxiliary reminding you to detect it. Alright, next map in the map pool. I actually have no idea. Oh, shoot. Oh, what's the map pool? Oh, no. What's the map pool? Oh, shoot. Oh, next map. Oh, no! What did I do? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Let's see. Odyssey. Oh. That stupid map. It starts with a D. A defender's landing. Very coincidentally, it's shitty for defenders, so thanks for naming it that. Game Hard. We're gonna go ahead and hop into the Game Hard version of this as we jump into game number 6. I'm glad it's a very close series. I'm gonna go ahead and see... At Gigglebear. Yes, it was Gigglebear. Thank you so much, Gigglebear. Not much, man. Just checking out the games. Good stuff. Crazy fight. This game is nuts. Thank you so much, Gigglebear. Much love, guys. Thank you for putting on the games. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for donating. It really means a whole lot to everyone here at Sonic Aftermath that we get to do what we love with an audience who cares. So, mwah, mwah, mwah to you. Kissy, kissy, kissy. You may want to get tested. Blah, blah, blah. Etc., etc. Love, love. Alright, let's go ahead and see if our players are ready. Go, go. Mark of the question. Ugh. I'm good. Ugh. No, I'm good for now. Yeah, probably good. Alright, BeastyQT says go, go. Good luck, have fun, and let's jump on into it, folks. Defender's Landing is going to be the map. StarCraft 2 is going to be the game. Help us by producing great content and donate 100% of proceeds. Go to supporting team events, tournaments, and leagues. Donate using bits with the donation buttons. Yes, exactly what Nightbot said. Everybody, be a Gigglebear. You should all aspire to be like Gigglebear at the moment. GG, lol. Although we're just throwing donations back at each other and moving PayPal fees, lol. Nothing. Alrighty, now, Pig. Let me fix that for you. Okay, spawning in the bottom right-hand position of Defender's Landing, representing our yellow Terran player. Folks, give it up for BeastyQT, the Lemonade Terran. And in the bottom left-hand corner, his opponent spawning as a red Terran player, representing our red Terran player, redundantly so, because I don't know what I said. Give it up for Pig. Oh man, I went full on like 20s car engine, like rusty motor oil, like last game. I just, so much excitement. I think Pig definitely played well. I think it dragged on for a little bit longer than it needed to have, but you know, Pig definitely showed that what he needed to do. He understood that he needed Vikings. I would have loved to see the inclusion of maybe the second star port a little bit earlier, but hey, you know what? You can't expect these builds to be refined. It's random versus random. We're just having a blast, folks. Now, both players are indeed going for the same builds that they have done for the past 3 TBTs. BeastyQT is going to go ahead and go for the 2 gas on 1 base, as is Pig. I'm pretty sure the Reaper expand has been kind of unpopular in the map pool recently because look at the map pool. Just look at it. Look at it. Look at the map pool. Jesus, it's so good for aggression right now. So good for proxies. I just don't think you can afford to be super greedy on the current map pool. I think most of the maps kind of have a theme of, you know, trying to split yourself up and defending against early aggression. I can't really think of a really nice macro map right now. I think the best one right now is Abyssal Reef for macro, but that's honestly it. Like, I'm drawing a blank for the others. But I guess it's fine. You can't have everything your way. I guess some games just want to be crappy. No, just joking. Alright, BeastyQT and both players are going for the mirror matchup, and that's the thing about mirror matchups. It's very hard to say a lot of things about them a lot of the time, because everything is just so similar. Now we have some sort of deviation. BeastyQT is going for a reactor on his barracks and for Marines instead of the Reaper, so definitely gonna have less map control than our friend Pig, but he's gonna have a stronger thing to push with, I'm going to suspect. Probably gonna go for some sort of Marine Cyclone sort of build. Not quite so certain as to what he wants to do just yet. It is gonna be a Destiny Cloudfist build, as you all know and love. And Pig could get his Marine caught by a couple of Reapers. Could have got his Reaper caught by a couple of Marines. Malapropisms, folks. As 2 more are about to pop out for Marines when you're not really expecting them. Trust me, if you know anything about the Spanish Inquisition, you know how badly some unexpected Marines can be. But it looks as though BeastyQT Pig is going to go and wait for 2 Reapers to go ahead and hop on up. Just to have a little bit of fun, and I think with the advent of the Cyclone, it should be pretty good. And BeastyQT should have little to no problem taking care of Pig. Pig now... Take a look at his vision. Should be seeing, should have some sort of knowledge that there is a Cyclone show. Probably shouldn't move up the ramp. Moves up the ramp anyways and loses a Reaper. God damn it, why does nobody listen to me? Okay, gotta be very careful to not actually stun that. Okay. Alright, oh, Pig actually getting caught on out. There is a lot here, says our friend Pig. Now, Medevac is gonna go ahead and come on out, so BeastyQT going for a little bit of an unorthodox build. Gonna go ahead and drop. Oh, oh, no! You're right, you're right. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, didn't change the scenes, that's 100% my bad, folks. Oh, I am not worthy of $10. We are not worthy of $10 donations. Oh god, life is horrible. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Now, BeastyQT. Alright, he still has this offensive to go ahead and lean back on. And ooh, the medevac from our friend Pig is dangerously caught out of position, but looks as though he's going to be able to save it for it. Now, BeastyQT definitely does have the medevac healing. Well, he does have the advantage of the Marines. They definitely have a little bit more utility, as they can be a little bit better. The cyclone advantage goes to Pig, though. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. Wow, the micro was so close. And it looks as though barely BeastyQT breaks the back of Pig. And now this natural dislocation is a little bit forfeit. This next cyclone was not going to come back in a decent amount of time. And now Pig is found between a rock and a hard place. Oh, no way that has 1 health. No way. BeastyQT with the hottest of pickups, dropping it like it's hot. Jesus, that is just incredible. Overlay. No observers kick. I know, overlay. I'm sorry. I fixed it. Everything's good. I am forgiven, hopefully. Alright, BeastyQT with a good bit of damage there. He did take out a decent amount of the army, unfortunately. I think he was looking for a cancel on a base. I just don't think he had what he needed to go ahead and make that happen, unfortunately. Gonna go in and get a couple of workers with this Liberator. Actually, 5 by the looks of it, so not bad at all from our friend BeastyQT. Own Liberator Pig is gonna go ahead and pop on out. No Raven so far. Actually, there's Raven halfway through production, so that's a thing. BeastyQT. That's a very unique build, BeastyQT, and I'm glad it did a decent amount of damage. Pig's defense was pretty damn good. Like, honestly, one of my most favorite things to watch in StarCraft is just those super small, like, super positional engagements, right? Like, where it doesn't matter about the numbers so much as so as what you do with your units. Like, if you put them up here, if you flank them around here, I think it's just so amazing so much of the time. Now, BeastyQT does have a drop over here. He's gonna find 1 SCV and a little bit of damage on the orbital command. Pig, meanwhile, what does he have to respond to this? He does have a medevac over here. That's gonna get picked off if he started just boom. Okay, Pig is gonna go ahead and does drop on off. So BeastyQT gonna go ahead and pick off an SCV, a couple of SCVs, a couple of Marines here and there. It's kind of funny to see these bad boys without stim. I know this looks comical, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna go ahead and do what he can. BeastyQT boost on off now, finding himself 33 to 22 total workers. He has taken out 10 workers this game thus far, so good plays from our friend BeastyQT. So Pig is gonna go ahead and needs this Liberator to even up the score, but good reaction time from our friend BeastyQT. Gonna go ahead and maybe only lose 2 SCVs? Yes, 2 SCVs. Never really know, since, yeah, the SCVs can be sent back to work prematurely, and, yep, 3 SCVs. Yeah, never, ever lucky. 24 to 34 total workers, though. I think BeastyQT has carved out a good advantage for him, though, in the early stages of this game. BeastyQT now realizes that, hey, I want to start killing my opponents. So he's going to go ahead and knock down these debris. Also make it a little bit more convenient for him. I'm not sure what really... I haven't had time to think about what role this debris plays in TVT, but I suspect putting a couple of siege tanks right here and getting into position could be an absolute nightmare to deal with. And I think we're seeing a very much deja vu sort of... Oh! Bad stuff. Oh, we should have just tried to get the medevac. I think we're seeing a very much deja vu sort of game over here. I mean, look at this. BeastyQT has a third before Pig. BeastyQT has an army supply advantage over Pig. BeastyQT has a work supply advantage over Pig. To be fair, this is BeastyQT's main race, but oh, goodness. Pig is just finding himself in a very much bit of bother here. And, well, let's see, what can Pig do to get himself back into this game? He has 4 barracks at the moment and a huge ass supply block, so he has a medevac in production, maybe a couple of siege tanks. He doesn't have a siege tank advantage, he's just kind of even. Okay, what he can try to do is squash this attack. That's one way to get back into it. Pig, can he do it? The siege tanks here may just be too much, and GG, well played. The caster hype didn't work, and Pig is down 4-3. Okay. I'll go ahead and check that out. Yep, that's TVT when, yeah, that's TVT, folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men of all ages. Alright, what's the next map? I think that's a pretty good game. What do you guys think? I think that's... We didn't do Proxima yet, right? Did we do Proxima? No, I don't think we did Proxima. Alright. I think that was a very no, okay. I think that was a one-sided BeastyQT fest. Man, Pig is getting super unlucky. He's lost 3 games to a TVT. Ah, man. You know, if those were ZBZs, like, we would be like 3-3 right now. Maybe like 2-2 or 4-4. I don't know, however the math works out so that it's even. Alright, how is the stream doing? 4-2 Beasties lead. Is that correct? Go full screen. Somebody text Swagger. Yeah, I got 2 calls. We saw your secrets. I couldn't stay mad at you. GG. Alright. Alright, looks as though we are ready to go. Just gotta ask Pig. Go. Hang on, 1 second. Huh. That is so interesting. Alright, in case you guys don't know, like, people were like, I got 2 calls from Insane Guy telling me that my overlay was up. Like, here's the thing. I noticed, like, Insane Guy was calling me, and I was like, okay, I really fucked up. So I was trying to figure out where I went over, and then I looked up, and I saw that my webcam was blue. And that means it's turned on. I was like, wait a minute. There's no webcam when it's supposed to be just... Oh, no. But thankfully, we caught it back just enough in time for most of the game. I want to do a shout out to this shit. Sorry, shout out that it's 1050. 1050. 1050 bitch. You're basada cash from that Zara. Yeehaw. Think that may be well enough to afford us a new Banjo. Now spawning in the bottom left hand position. Representing our yellow Zerg player. Going for the proxy hatch shenanigans. Give it up for BeastyQT. Going for the Todd build, which stands for Tentacles of Death, as you should be rallied to the rocks. Am I right? Am I wrong? I am indeed right. And spawning in the top right hand position. No idea that this is happening. Representing our Red Protoss player, Pig. I think you're gonna need all the help you can get. Give it up for Pig. God damn, I shouldn't mention his name beforehand. Oh my gosh, guys. Proxy hatch. What a way to be on match point. There we go. Exactly as I suspected. Gonna go ahead and get a hatchery down right there. Now, thankfully, Pig is sending out a probe to scout. So we should realize something is up in the upcoming moments of this game. He's gonna see a spawning pool and a gas that are kind of vague. So he's gonna say, oh, you probably have a hatchery somewhere. And then he's gonna look here. And it's not gonna be there. And his heart is gonna skip a beat. And he's gonna say, oh, maybe I missed it. Maybe he's actually down here. And then he's gonna go there. And he's gonna realize the hatchery is next to his rocks. This is an exceptionally hard build to hold off, especially if you don't know it is coming, especially if you don't have experience building off against this. And I think the best comparison for this, and look ready. This is big salt right now. I think the best comparison for this is that, you know how in game, like 2 games ago on Blood Boil, we saw BeastyQT get absolutely demolished by the proxy shenanigans of Pig? Well, this is basically the same thing, folks. It is a simple enough build to execute, but a very, very, very difficult build to hold on off if you are not well versed in it. Pig actually just got at the hatchery. Oh, no. Mistake number 1 in the build. Pig needed to build a pylon or 2 over here to overcharge. And now this hatchery is going to go up uncontested, easy peasy. He realizes what is going on. He is going to throw down the forge, realizing cannons are indeed pretty damn good units in this scenario. Interestingly enough, there are no spine crawlers. Oh my gosh, it's a Roddy build. No spine crawlers just yet. BeastyQT just proxying his production over here for the halibut. Gonna go ahead and start to work on these rocks. The creep spread is up and running as well. And what is BeastyQT gonna do? It's gonna go ahead and make an overload chamber. So it's gonna go for overload drops. That's amazing. That is absolutely incredible, folks. Speed is on the way as well. The forge is finished on up. So this cannon over here should be the bane of this spine crawler. I mean, this needed to be done very, very, very much like 2 minutes ago. I'm not sure what BeastyQT was doing. Generally send out drones with the hatchery in order to get something done. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case here. And these photon cannons are absolutely gonna shut down any attempt of BeastyQT to knock down these rocks in a timely fashion. They're going for more and more cannons. Drop load is on the way, however. You know what's not good versus cannons? Not dropper lords, as they are gonna go ahead, pick up a decent amount of length to push them into their natural base locations. Cannons have finished on up. They're not going to be attacking anything just yet. A did grant vision of the creep tumor, so the creep should start to back off just a little bit, which is very unfortunate. You really need a creep spread for this build. Does BeastyQT go for the transfuse, or does he wait for the, or does he go for the creep tumor? I'm not quite certain. Pig is really reinforcing his position hard, and I think he's actually overcommitting. 3 cannons is more than enough. You need to start thinking about what else can your opponent do to you. And this is the answer. BeastyQT elevating links into the main base. 18 arms by to 8. There is not much. There were no additional gateways, and Pig starting to lose probes by the dozen. 5 go down. Now 6, 7, 8. Can a brother get a 9 probes set? No, even more than that. A 10, 11, 12. A whole mineral line entirely forfeit for our friend Pig. And now this is starting to get knocked on out. Fortunately, this BeastyQT's Overlord is actually going to go ahead and get taken on down. A little bit of a miscontrol. High Energy Queen does end up falling. 18 probes have gone down. 17 to 13 total workers. Here's the thing. What should BeastyQT do from here, folks? Do you think he should... I don't know. I think from the bottom of my heart, he should expand behind this. Right? You've done enough damage. You have drop roads. You can probably get at least a couple of more workers. And you're not going to get this Cyber Core. No, actually. Yeah, there's like overshots there. You're not going to get the Cyber Core. You're going to lose all your lings. I think at this point, yeah, he knows what's up. He's just going to go ahead and get some more drones. Use the links that he already has to destroy BeastyQT's mineral, or Pig's mineral income. Pig, you only needed a couple of workers. You really needed those gateways, my man. However, this is a very unique build from my friend BeastyQT. Can't really blame Pig for not playing around it to the best of his abilities. BeastyQT actually is going to go for the third. If this Cyber Core goes down and Warp Gate does not finish, I think that's going to be the end. It's so close. 14 seconds. Pig! He can't save it. Oh my god, it's going to go down. And the Lings are in on the base to cop it all off. Pig is in a horrible position. 22 workers to 19. Now, a regular hatchery in a regular position is on the way. Dock Shrine immediately started for our friend Pig. He knows desperate times call for desperate shrines. And Pig actually kind of choking up behind his units. Next is getting dangerously low on health. Probably not gonna get it, but Pig... Oh, no, is he gonna get it? 50 supply. Oh my gosh, he's gonna get it! He's got it with the last links. Oh my god, BeastyQT. Oh, a monstrous attack. A devastating blow for our friend Pig. And let me guess, he's gonna waddle all the way home. No. Okay. Pig, oh my gosh. This has been a fantastic engagement for our friend BeastyQT. But... that, folks. But that. No vision at all from BeastyQT. Here's the thing. Does he realize what he loses to? Does he get the spores? Does he get the overseers? Does he get the defenses? BeastyQT knows he's in an excellent position. And honestly, every player, when they're in a good position, needs to think, what do I die? And I think our friend BeastyQT has identified it pretty well. He dies to 5 oracles, so he gets a spore. And he dies to DTs, so he gets a spore. And a layer, and an overseer. And folks, I think with that, Pig may have to concede 5-2 against BeastyQT. Now there are actually a decent amount of larvae over here. That is, lots of little goofy bastards over there to go ahead and make shit out of. Pig though, not just restarting his warp gate, he won't even, this is so painful, folks. He's gonna have to manually produce DTs from his gateways to pick him up in a prism. It's gonna be atrocious. Now going for the Spire, I think that's a very agreeable choice. You can definitely shut down even more of the things Protoss can do with a Spire. You're gonna shut down Warp Prism, Archon drops. You're gonna shut down Warp Prism, Archon drops. That's basically what you're gonna shut down. Warp Prism aggression is not gonna do anything. And do you think on one base with delayed Warp Gate with a huge worker deficit, Pig was gonna be able to afford either huge massive Blinkstalkers or double Stargate or triple Stargate? No. Because I really like this Spire choice from our friend BeastyQT. Has to be careful that he doesn't die in the meantime. Pig gonna go ahead, scout out this third base location. Does he realize? No.
Forces are under attack.
Forces are under attack, boys. Yeah, now Pig knows. I think he saw the Overseer and he knows that there's not much gonna happen. He sees everything happening. More spine crawlers. I think that's what the spine... No way, really? Okay, if they were... we need to check the Structure's Lost tab after this, because this has been just a crazy game. If these spine crawlers walked all the way back home. Oh, that would be amazing. Pig now knows that this Dark Shine he got is not going to be of any use to him. He's going to try and go for D Archon drops, I think, at the very least. But already, BeastyQT is going to be able to make 6-7 Mutalisks. And that is going to effectively shut down the harassment from our friend Pig. He has to be careful, though. No Archons just yet. If these were Archons right here, right now, maybe our friend Pig could have done something. Warping a couple of Zealots to go with the Archons, but no, just not going to be the case. Pig is going to go ahead and get rebuffed by the Ling. 7 Mutas are on the way. And once this warp, he is going to commit to the Archon aggression. I mean, you can't really fault Pig, right? This is what you have to do to get back into the game. But BeastyQT, I think he has learned from his past mistakes. He has learned to play to his losses, and right now I think that's exactly what he's doing. The mutants are here. They are screeching. They are horrible, and they will kill your War Prism. As long as the Archons don't absolutely murder them, the magic box has begun, and now this Archon is much more than forfeit, folks. Gonna go ahead and regen some of the health on these mutants. Should probably just send over the links to soak some health. To soak some hits, rather, and the Muta should be able to clean it up fairly well. Now, what is our friend Pig to do? He already has forges and a couple of cannons. Cannons not really where he wants them, but cannons nonetheless. Trying to get cannons in his mineral base, trying to get Stalker, trying to get some semblance of anti-air in his main base. But Pig has just been outplayed by BeastyQT so far. BeastyQT has been playing this beautifully. Look at that. It's gonna go ahead and go down the photon cannon. Okay, still has a couple of Mutalisks. I'm going to go ahead and deal massive damage to the probe. There is no blink just yet. There are no Phoenixes. It's going to go and take out the Mama Ship Core. It does go down, and now look at this. Ready? Boop. Fires over here. Going to go ahead and take out even more workers. I think Pig is now in a horrible position. 23 armor spite of 35. Actually, in favor of our friend Pig. BeastyQT 56 to 38 total workers. Nonetheless, he has the tech as well. Protoss is not going to be able to move out for a very long time, and look at this, continued Muta production and +1 in the air. It seems as though BeastyQT is going to go for a full-on Sky Zerg kind of army. And, okay, I don't want to rag on our friend BeastyQT. I'm not trying to say he's low skill or anything. I'm just saying, when you don't know how to really... When your main race isn't really Zerg, and you're trying to, you know, play to the best of your ability, you kind of get what sticks in your head. Like, you know that if you just make a lot of Mutas and some Corruptors and maybe tech toward Spire tech, you can do something fine, right? So I think this is a good response. Like Ravager, Ling, Bane, definitely not the easiest composition to control now that it's Hydro Lurker. And I think BeastyQT is just gonna go for the Sky Zerg army. It's not easy, but when you're ahead and you don't really know how to play Zerg to the best of your abilities, I think Sky Zerg is a very, very, very mature approach, as it definitely puts the pressure on Pig. 8 Mutas now in production. Blink is on the way, however, unbeknownst... Oh, he's making an Immortal, isn't he? Big 9! You don't need Immortals versus Aspire, you need Stargates! And then look... Oh, and looks as though this cannon is gonna go ahead and get focused on down. Shit, I wish Protoss had missile turrets. Oh my gosh, Blink is just gonna finish up in the nick of no time. More Mutas are joining the fray. +1 has finished up in the air, and Infestors are on the way as well from BeastyQT. Can't help but think there should have been Mutas or Corruptors, but who am I to judge? Still no Stargates from our friend Pig, and without Stargates, a Sky Zerg army is gonna wreak havoc. Havoc, I say, on your army. Blink forward is gonna go ahead and maybe take down a Muta or two. Yes, one does go down. So BeastyQT's control could be just a little bit better, and now is gonna go ahead, flying to the mineral lands, do what damage he can. Realize that the Stalkers can't really chase him super effectively. More pylons are on the way, and at this point, Pig, you gotta realize, man, it's not just 5 or 6 Mutas. He's not just trying to tickle your probe line and call him Sally. No. He wants shit in the air, and he wants it now. Then again, oh, actually picking off a decent amount more Mutas. 5 Mutas being lost is not really what you want to be seeing. Oh, and the Corrupt. Oh, this isn't good, folks. The Immortals get caught out right in the open. Immortals, though, they don't really die to Mutas as quickly as one may think, so should be able to fire on out of there just safely. I'm not really sure what BeastyQT is doing, though. I think it's weird, he's going for Infestor, Baning speed. Hasn't made a single Baning. He has a couple of Mutas in the air. I guess he doesn't want to commit to Sky Zerg. Just gonna use his Mutas. I think I like this. Gonna use the Mutas to keep Pig back at home. Not gonna allow him to go on the other side of the map. Meanwhile, his Hive is gonna go ahead and finish on up. He's gonna have a lot of Lings. He's gonna have a lot of Banes. He's gonna have a lot of bases. And he's probably gonna have some sort of Hive tech. Maybe Broodlords? That's the more popular option, since Immortals and Archons are pretty much the standard go-to counter against Ultralisks, and Protoss just make those every game because they're good units. Another probe line is found, and another 50 probes do go on down. Now 56 to 24 total workers, folks. I don't want to say that I'm a fat lady, but I think this may be over. 3 more Infestors on the way. Here's the thing about Infested versus Protoss, kinda shitty. However, I think BeastyQT can make it work. Look at that. Protoss just doesn't have any economy left. 15 workers, what are you gonna do? Make an Archon? Warp in a Zealot? Make a Cannon? I mean, honestly, If he loses any more workers, he would have as much workers as he had at the beginning of the game, which is just not where you want to be, folks. Just not. And it only seems as though Pig realizes that he only has one way that he wins this game, and that is by going for it gallantly and failing spectacularly or destroying the army. My guess, folks, is it is going to be the spectacular destruction. Now, actually, the Archons here have been doing a good job of soaking everything on up. And a decent amount of Immortals soaked those Baneling shots, so not bad from our friend Pig. Still a couple of Infest. He's gonna go ahead and bungle that Archon. The rest of everything is going on down. BeastyQT is now quadrupling Pig's supply. And folks, I think he has done it. BeastyQT has held the attack. Pig has nothing home. And GG, BeastyQT wins 5-2 and takes the title of King of Random away from Pig. And folks, that is a wrap. Please stay tuned, and I think we have a clan war coming on up, I don't know. But I surely hope you enjoyed what you saw and what you heard here today. Take a look at those graphs. That's called a BeastyQT victory. Pig, unfortunately, didn't have the correct tools to defend that drop, didn't have the correct vision, and did not have the correct amount of units. Got another cheer. Daunted232 cheered 500 bits. Everybody, let's give him some love, as he's been a very, very powerful donor of this channel, and I really do appreciate all that he has done for us. So, mwah to you, Daunted232. And I think that is going to be it, folks. Pig, definitely you put up a galleon fight. Man, you definitely did not go down without a fight. Unfortunately, I just think it was a little bit too much, a little bit too effectively. And that is going to be it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like what you saw and you heard here today, please consider checking out my YouTube channel where I do my own cast and replays. Thank you for following Taco Stuff. I'm assuming you're referring to ground beef and not some sort of euphemism. Alright. I do my own cast. I'm kind of running low on replays, so if you are interested in getting your replays cast by me, I'm 99% of the time they are going to get cast, because I am a little bit starved, so you can send them to Mr789@outlook.com. You can also check out my channel at youtube.com/Mr789, or just type it in the YouTube search bar, and it'll come on up. Just give it a check out if you want to. If not, that's fine. I'll only hold it against you personally. And I think that's going to be it for me, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone who donated to make things like this possible. Thank you for supporting your local StarCraft 2 scene. And remember, folks, above all else, thank you for letting us do what we love in front of an audience that cares.